Hello, and welcome to the Humanity, where we do the things with the stuff for the people. I am Matt.
And I am Tommy, and tonight we are joined by our very special guest, who I am now centering, Marin. Sorry, wrong direction. Marin of the Misinterpretations channel on the YouTube. How's it going?
Hey, it's crazy. It's kind of crazy right now. I'm just going to say it's kind of crazy, but
Well, you came to the right place.
I know, right? I can be crazy here. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's anyway.
It's encouraged.
It's been busy getting ready for NanoCon, so and I'm heading over tomorrow actually. So
okay.
Yeah. So
yes, I'm not heading out till Friday, so I haven't even started packing yet.
I haven't either. And I got to go tomorrow morning. It's fine.
No.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm I have to take care of my daughter's cat and the pool and my dad's. Yeah. Anyway, so that's
so many things. So many things.
Yeah. But I'm gonna really enjoy this though. This is gonna. Well, I mean, I'm really glad to be here with you guys. How about that?
We'll take that.
I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it.
So we brought Marin in tonight because it's Crossroads week, being the last episode of the month. And the sermon we're watching tonight is talking about basically, does Christianity mesh with science? And we thought, sure, like me and Matt, we could say a lot on the topic, but neither of us are scientific experts in any way, shape, or form, other than maybe enthusiasts, like amateur enthusiasts or whatever. So we figured we should, just like a couple months ago when they were talking about the story of Noah's flood, we should bring in a Dr. Kip, since he's actually an expert on this story. So we figured, hey, who's a sciencey person we know that we could come and bring in to come help us talk about it? So voila.
I'm a little sciencey.
But for people who aren't familiar with you, I just want to do a little quick intro. I'm sure most people here probably know who you are, but just in case they don't, and also, as always, thank you, Andrew, for the link to Marin's channel. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Marin, and I'm Misinterpretations, and my channel is Neurospicy Questions about science, religion, and culture, and anthropology, stuff like that. So I really like to talk about anthropology of religion, science of religion, but I also like to talk about the actual religion. So I have studied religion since I was a little thing, and but I taught science in high school for a few years.
And you were a high school science teacher. That may come up later.
Yes.
In the video.
Oh, yes. I have some things to say about this, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a science expert, but I taught almost every science course in high school you can teach. I didn't do the AP. Although I did kind of teach AP calculus without actually doing the AP stuff. Anyway, yeah. So.
All right, but so I guess I'll start scrolling through the chat, see who's here. But before we get to that, I guess, what are we drinking tonight?
Well, I brought non-alcoholic Corona.
Ooh.
And I haven't. I didn't. I saw it on the shelf, and I thought I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it first because I've never tried it, and I have a special huggy here. This is just isn't it cute? Ooh, it's the channel. If you're not an IT person, anyway. So anyway, I got it at a show, and it's just the right because it's skinny. See?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put my little skinny. Anyway, I know I like my second choice here, so I decided I would do this one first.
Okay. That's smart. Yeah. I actually haven't had that yet, so let me know how that is, because I am always interested in good non-alcoholic beer choices. Matt,
I don't have lime though, so
yeah.
Well, I was looking for something to be on theme because I didn't have any actual beers I wanted to get in particular. So this is from Equilibrium, and it's called Can It Be All So Simple? And Equilibrium, their tagline is "Beer balanced by science."
Okay.
Okay.
Be also simple is a great question for Kyle because he's gonna
He's
be simple about it.
Yeah, bless his heart, he's going to try.
Have you had that before, Matt?
I don't know. It looks really familiar. So I've either had it in my hand before at the store or drank it. I don't remember which one.
All right.
Maybe both. Were you drinking it in the store?
It's a double India Pale Ale 8.2 alcohol.
Ooh, wow.
And here's what it looks like.
Oh. I don't pour mine out. I just drink out of the bottle. Is that all right? Yeah.
Actually, with non-alcoholics, I actually prefer just out of the bottle or the can. For some reason, I find they taste better that way as opposed to in a glass. But and we did not plan this, but I also have a double IPA that is 8.2%, which is really weird because it's completely different brewery.
Am I the only person who's going to finish the show?
I mean, again, that's also why we really brought you here, because we knew, me and Matt, with the combination of double IPAs and Kyle, very possible we just don't make it. So congratulations, Marin. You'll just carry the show for us at that point. But so this was also, I figured, kind of on theme. I didn't actually go out and buy it special. I was just like, well, I already have it, and it kind of works. So, but speaking of, the conflict, that's the word, potentially between like the duality, if you will, of religion and science, I have a dual torpedo double IPA, which, as you can see, double IPA, 8.2%, just like Matt's. That is, man, do you believe in coincidences, folks? Like, man.
Synchronicities.
See, the Dark Lord really must be wanting us to know something tonight.
Remember, if it looks like a miracle, it is a miracle.
Yes, that also comes up later.
Mine is 0.5%, less than 0.5%.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because they have to put at least that, because there's still the possibility there could still be some trace.
Supposed to be zero, but what is ever zero? Okay.
Legally zero, yeah.
Yep, pretty much. All right, but let's see who we have in the chat. So first up, again, kicking us off with the ceremonial lighting of the goat, Guard. And then noise ending is drowning teddy bears for some reason. I don't understand, but I dig it. And we got Miranda. And yes, it is good to see Miranda.
Good.
You are
it's good to see Miranda. I hope you're feeling better.
And then we got Lil, who's just yelling at everyone.
She's excited about going to NanoCon, I think.
Miranda.
So I really want to go to NanoCon, but I didn't make plans in advance. So what happened is I have a 2-day job scheduled Thursday and Friday. Oh, so I'm going to...
Are you coming Saturday? The big day Saturday? Okay.
Because driving money and lodging money and food money, but mostly it's driving and stuff. Yeah. But I might be able to swing it. We'll see.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, they do have single day tickets, but they're not actually that much cheaper than the full ticket. Yeah. So, but not to discourage you, but yeah, obviously that would be awesome if you.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
But it's okay. There will be more NanoCons, I hear.
So, there will be. Yeah. Yeah. Right. No, I get it. So
I'm actually. It got injured depicting the intro music. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
Okay. I was just going to say, I'm actually going to be part of the entertainment Friday night. We're doing improv, and I'm in the cast. So
nice.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Cool. Going to be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Let's see who else we got. David's here. Oh, and Marin, you're here. That's good to see.
Yeah.
And you're reminding us of Miranda's GoFundMe. Yes, I believe in the show description we still have the links for Marin's GoFundMe, Susan's GoFundMe, and the PayPal for
Miranda. We do share a brain, but you said Marin. It's okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right because Miranda answers to Marin, so it's fine.
Well, either way, just click on the link. I think I at least have her name spelled correctly in the description. But there's also Susan's GoFundMe in there, plus the link to the PayPal for Joe, the Kentucky atheist, like still dealing with all the flood damage, I think it was, to his house, and apparently just other bullshit and stuff going on with him. We got Lizard Lass, big fan of science, but not a practitioner. Perhaps science adjacent, but yeah, good, close enough. But speaking of people being sciencey, like noted a little, I also know you happen to be a little history-y
Very history
as well. Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. Who else? And we have AJ from Ways to Human, also yelling at everyone, as is our custom here. So, when in Rome, I guess.
Now,
All
can
right.
I chat here in this studio, or do I have to go to if I want to chat?
I'm not sure actually. I know I can, but I don't know, like as a guest, if you can or not. Can you see the chat on the side?
I see it, but I don't see a spot for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's no big deal.
Oh,
it's no
bummer.
big deal. It's okay. I can go. I've got the.
Oh yeah, you can just like.
I've got the YouTube screen up, but I can't see what's going on. But that's fine. It's all good. All right. I'll just have to like chat by actually chatting.
All right, and we have expert confirmation here that history-y is a word because she just used it. So I'm assuming that means it's official. Well, good, AJ. You feel loud. Damn it. So. All right. But, okay, so before we get into the video, I had a little just like personal anecdote thing that happened recently on Facebook with me that I found amusing. I thought I'd share with y'all. So a while ago, I think it was almost 3 years ago, I made a comment on a friend's post. This guy we talk about, Derek Day, he's like a friend of ours. He's basically like the reason we have a show. He's like, we're literally using his Restream account. He like helped us get it all set up and just being like super encouraging and all that. But I left a comment on one of his posts. I don't even remember what the original post was. Otherwise I would find it so I could show you the comment. But he liked it so much, he actually just like quoted me, like turned it into a meme, like put my name at the bottom. I was like, oh, cool. A quote of mine is a meme now. Well, apparently, this meme has been making the rounds. And some of you
Are you meme famous?
Almost, not quite. Now, I may have shared on here, and some people may know my last name, Stewart. There is an actually, I guess, at least quasi-famous Tommy Stewart out there. If anyone remembers the band Godsmack from like the early 2000s-ish. Well, apparently their drummer was also named Tommy Stewart, which is cool because I'm also a drummer.
You are a drummer, yeah.
So you can imagine my surprise when I see this pop up in my feed. This is my quote. But
it's not you, Tommy Stewart. It's the other Tommy Stewart.
Yeah, so because I remember this just popped up in my feed and I started reading it. Like I said, this was like 3 years ago. So I started reading this. Oh, I really agree with this. This actually makes sense. But then as I kept reading it, like, this sounds really familiar. In fact, the way he's wording this is almost too perfect. So then I saw it at my name at the bottom, and then it clicked. I was like, oh my gosh, I see what happened. But because here, I'll even show you. Here's the original post that my friend Derek like turned into the meme. Like, here it is from 3 years ago. You can tell, like, even like the spacing and like the way the words are on there, it's all like completely the same. They just like changed the font and made it green. So
did you correct it? Or
I mean, I left a comment on the post. I mean, like I said, I don't really care because to me, it was just hilarious. But
it is hilarious.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, does he care? I wonder.
Yeah, but yeah, here. I think I did. Yeah, I did leave a comment here. So it's like, great quote, but that's actually from me. And then I like went into like the story behind it and stuff. But yeah, and I was like, I don't care if people don't believe me. I don't care. Yeah. I just, like I said, I just thought it was fucking hilarious. So
you know, if he sees this, maybe one day you might actually get to meet him. That'd be
yeah. I guess that'd be cool, except I was honestly never a fan of Godsmack, but I guess it would be cool just to meet him and like kind of share the moment, and even for nothing else, say, hey, you have the same name and I'm also a drummer. Yeah. And I could tell him congratulations on actually being successful in that endeavor. Yeah. But all right. So yeah, so that was my just little personal anecdote thingy. So anyone else had anything they wanted to share before we get going?
I'm probably, well, okay, no, I'm fine. It's all good.
Okay. All right.
We're allowed to, if this does go long, I mean, sometimes these shows go a little while.
I've heard tell that they tend to go a little long sometimes.
I mean, if I need to, I can put my co-host on while I go get another beverage.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Solly appearance.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, speaking of which, tonight, people remember, so this being a more recent Crossroads sermon, they have been making them longer these days. So I remember last time we covered one that was this length. It did end up being a two-parter. So we'll see what happens. Marin has said if need be, she is available to come back next week. So I guess if people want more Marin, just keep distracting us in the chat so it takes us too long.
Okay.
Come back next week.
All right.
But speaking of people being here, Bree, good to see you as always. And I guess thank you, Aunt Jer, for summoning her. So that's always appreciated. Let's making sure. Oh, hey, NBS popped in. Yes, you do. You do know a famous guy now. Ooh. And Bree from her Red Flags channel. All right.
It's not that they're bad. It's just...
Oh, she's responding to herself. Bree saying, I like Godsmack, but I might have bad taste. Red Flag says, I also like that. I love that you two are...
That's awesome.
Yeah. Wait, aren't you me?
It's almost like me and Miranda having the same brain.
I don't know. These two seem a little too similar, though. Like, is this another, like, me and the other Tommy Stewart kind of situation?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What was the name of your band?
In high school, actually around the same time when Godsmack was a band, actually I was in a band called the Flaming Violas.
As they always should be.
Yes.
I'm a violinist.
There actually is.
Put it in the fire.
Man, even got the Southern coming out. Ooh, getting serious. But yeah, and the story behind that was me and my friends we were talking one day, and we were talking about like Jimi Hendrix and his famous like lighting his guitar on fire on stage, and we were talking about like, man, what if you went to like a symphony orchestra like performance, and then and all of a sudden like a viola player just like busted out and like lit his viola on fire. And we're like, flaming viola. It's like, so
that would be a good band name.
It stuck. So, all right. Funny. So yeah, at this point, I'm basically just trying to stall until the YouTube page here decides it wants to not freeze. So, all right. But I think we're actually good now. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. So are we ready to get to some Kyle?
I just realized I'm on Wi-Fi and not my Ethernet. Does it matter? I'm not lagging or anything.
No, I mean, honestly, I'm always on Wi-Fi too.
Are you? Okay.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Unless my dad starts playing video games, I think we'll be fine.
All right, cool.
You just got to throttle his console on the router.
Yeah. Dads and their video games.
It's like my 89-year-old dad playing Fortnite. No.
That would be awesome. Like, that's ridiculous. He's playing Elden Ring. No. Sorry. All right. So, all right. Well, let's get into... Wait, why did you move?
Kyle buffed up a little bit, didn't
he? Perhaps. Here, I'll let y'all be the judge of that. So, yeah. I mean, he's got the tight short sleeve, or kind of show it off.
He has overworked his pecs, and they are not in proportion to his arms. he's overinflated his chesticles.
His chesticles.
His chesticles.
Yes. Happens to the best of us, I guess. All right, so this sermon is entitled "Is the Bible Anti-Science?" Yeah, and also, I guess...
I don't think he answers that question.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Because this is a topic I actually enjoy discussing and thinking about. So there were some ways I was kind of expecting he was going to take this that is really kind of right up my alley when it comes to this discussion. But he never really did. So I was really like disappointed, which I know this probably sounds ridiculous, especially anyone who knows us in the show and knows our history with Crossroads and I should know better, but I was disappointed with how dumb this was. Which
I was actually I was surprised about some of it. I would Andre asked me how the beer is, and I like it, and I decided that I was just gonna put my straw in it. And
hey, there you go.
That way, and I've already had half of it, I think. So I like it. It's kind of like a soft drink, though. I mean, it's real light, and I mean, it's a little bitter. Well, I drink a lot of fuzzy water, but it's pretty close to Corona. The actual.
Yeah, like I've had some non-alcoholic beers where that's kind of how I would describe it. It's like, it's like a beer flavored LaCroix.
Yeah.
Hey, that reminds me. I don't know who it was. I don't even think I knew the person. I was drinking a flavored bubble water thing, and like you've been talking about. And this guy goes, "You like those?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "They taste like TV static."
I've heard that. Yeah.
I had never heard that before, and now it's like, that's perfect.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Or my favorite one, there's one description of like different LaCroix flavors. There's like single Skittle dissolved in a gallon of water, or like transported on a truck near a banana, or like strawberry, but like with really weak signal. Something like that.
Yeah.
But
yes, we also have a Tori. Hello.
Hey, Tori.
I kind of think they might not be flavored at all. It might just be scented. And then our brains trick us into thinking that it's a flavor. Because they always smell like way more than they taste like that.
I always call it fuzzy water. It is.
It's
just, do you have fuzzy?
When your water's growing a beard.
Yeah, she told me to pace myself too on my non-alcoholic beer.
Oh yes. Yeah. Because I mean, you have to actually survive the entire episode here.
I spent 3 hours out in the sun today, putting chemicals in the swimming pool and cleaning off the pool deck and washing a dog. So I'm gonna drink as many of these I want.
Gotta hydrate.
Damn straight. Yeah.
Homeopathic flavoring. That's
exactly.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I got to remember that one. That's funny.
Yeah.
How is homeopathic even still a thing? It's like you got to put a little bit of the thing that it's like you got irritated sinuses. Here's a nasal spray with a little bit of capsaicin in it, or capsicum in it, however you pronounce that.
Yeah.
They give you like a little irritant of the version that ails you. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Steve.
Hey yo.
Good to see you.
All right, I'm facing north and waving across the lake and
north?
most of Ohio.
Mm.
Yeah. Just here, my chair swivels. I'll just wave everywhere.
I gotta go northwest.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of swivel, the Crossroads has had those stools on the stage forever.
Does anybody sit in them?
Every now and then, I think Chuck does.
I think I've seen Brian do it because he's getting old.
Chuck probably sits down when he pees, so it's fine. Anyway, stools without a back that have one right way to sit on them, because of their shape, bug the shit out of me. Because if you can get on it from any angle, it should be comfortable from any angle. That's just my. I used to. I was in product design in college, so little things bother me sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I think that also might be the tism, but yes.
Yeah.
But when the two collide, yeah. All right. So, also by way of like letting everyone down, like just right at the beginning, may notice this is a much more recent episode. So we're past the like COVID era, pre-recorded, produced videos that came with the infamous peck shots.
No peck shots.
Not going to get any of these here.
But Kyle's been working out for the peck shots.
I know. I was sad too. But yeah. Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to say, like, honestly, most of the time, so do I. Just because.
No, it's not there's anything wrong with it. It's more of a joke that, like, I know that would irritate the Crossroads crowd, and so I said it.
Yeah.
Because like, honestly, men and women are different, and men are just a little better because misogyny.
Right. Oh yeah, I totally get that. But yeah, they would definitely take that as like, how dare you? Like, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, like especially at my age, like I just enjoy sitting down as much as any chance I get. But yeah. All right. Well, on that note, are we ready? Or I guess beforehand, because like this, so we all three watched this beforehand. Any just like opening remarks?
You want me to poison the well? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I think we jump into it and just like
right.
just like slap everybody upside the head with it.
All right.
Let's
Sounds
go.
Good. Well, looks like
I'm impressed by his haircut. I'll say that.
I do have to say, I will say, I'm glad that the background does change after a while, but this one pisses me off. I don't like it. It's like the whole time. I can't listen.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you doing this? Nobody has this view of the ocean and the beach anyway. I feel weird, like in the sky.
Yeah. This is
the perspective is wrong on the ocean. Also, like that's what was throwing me off, because for the angle the beach is, there should be some foreshortening in the waves that's not happening.
Yeah, because the water at this point in the beach like does not look like this. Like this is more just like
it's
water,
a lake.
just like sitting in a lake or a pool or something. But yeah, this is more like
Gumby's going to walk out any minute or something.
What is?
It's like Gumby's going to walk out in a second. It looks like a claymation set.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and Miranda makes a good point about the well. It was already highly toxic. That's why I say like a lot of the times when I'm accused of poisoning the well, I say, and this because this usually is the case. Like it's not that I'm poisoning the well. I'm just pointing out the poison that's already there, just kind of as a warning to others. But I will say, like, when I sent Marin the link for the video, like she emailed me later, something like, I'm just a few minutes in and I'm already screaming. Yeah. So this is going to be fun.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
You're joining us for the last week of a series called Deeper Questions. The purpose of asking deeper questions is you get deeper answers, and those deeper answers lead you to a deeper life, not just more,
Sorry, I meant to...
One could hope.
But yeah, all right. So I'm going to speed this up to 1.5. Let me know if that's too fast. We can bump it down.
Can you bump the volume up slightly?
Oh, yes. Actually, it was like way down for some reason. So, all right. Try this again. So let me know if this is good volume and speed for everyone, including you, Marin. So,
okay.
All right.
Theoretical stuff to think about, but a deeper sense of purpose, a deeper sense of joy, and a deeper...
Too fast.
I got it. That's making me nervous.
A little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do... try 1.25 again. Let me know if this is too much.
Okay.
Connection to power. Jesus actually said that you either are going to dig down deep and anchor yourself to him, the rock, or you're going to end up on the beach washed away. He likened it to building a house on sand and said this.
See, because Crossroads, like they're starting us off like right away with they just love their dichotomies, and usually they're false. So again, we're setting this is something that happened a lot, especially during their deconstruction series that we did back in January. Like it's all about, if you have a problem with this, that just means you're not going deep enough, which is, yeah, sure, for some people, that's probably the case. But to just paint it like with that broadly is just, it's all right. He'll do more of that later. So
Jimothy found love.
Yes, in Matthew.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yay.
We're so happy for you, Jer.
We love Jimothy.
Jimothy and
Robbie Roadstreamer has a Jimothy costume now that he wears when he goes and harasses ICE. He's basically doing like protest de-escalation.
Wow.
Comedy songs. Yeah, it's worth watching. Anyway.
Awesome. All right. Speaking of worth watching, here's maybe not that or something.
7. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. The rain came, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash. See, the problem is, despite the warning of Jesus, many people, many Christians included, decide to live their life spiritually and intellectually on the beach, on the surface. It's an elementary approach to life, which, no offense to elementary school kids, love you.
Also,
but the beach looks nice in their backdrop.
And also, the beach isn't even the water. Like you're talking about surface, like the beach isn't even surface level. It's like just a completely different thing. like, so if he really wanted to
right.
use like a water analogy, he could have gone like maybe like staying in the kiddie pool or like the shallow end or something.
Treading water.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. Ooh.
It's, yeah.
No, he's supposed to be more deeper in you.
Yeah.
Come on, you're not pitching. This is Jesus we're talking about.
This may be blasphemous, Kyle. You might.
It's just that the analogy is not really that deep, so we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
You press play. We got.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
hey, Spooky.
You so much. You're so great. You're just not what we think of when we think of the depths of wisdom. You're just not. I have an elementary schooler in my house, my daughter Gracie, and a couple nights ago we went to our pond, and we walked to the edge, and she noticed there was a lot of frogs in the pond this time of year, and the frogs appeared to be wrestling. And she asked me, she said, Daddy, they're on each other's backs. Why are so many frogs giving each other piggyback rides? And I said, oh, my dear, sweet elementary school daughter, oh, they're not giving piggyback rides, they're mating. And if you have any questions about that, I would be happy for you to go inside and ask your mom for more.
Why?
Because he's a coward.
No, but I mean, why?
Hold on, guys. I'm not done laughing at how hilarious that was.
Why even tell this story? Why even, like, why? Why even?
There has to be a joke in the beginning of every Crossroads sermon to disarm the crowd and get a dad joke out. And
yeah, like, yeah, I have a daughter. Like, and yes, I'll be honest. Like, so we have a son.
Is she
and a daughter,
stupid like Kyle's kid?
No, quite the opposite. In fact, now to be honest, like when we did give him the talk, we did like I gave the talk to my son. My ex-wife did give it to our daughter, but that's just how we did it at the time. But if my daughter had any questions, I would be perfectly fine answering them for her. And same with
my mom gave me a book. My mom gave me a book. She wouldn't even talk to me about it.
See, I didn't even get that. See, here's the thing. Like, I only barely had the talk with my dad, but I was actually the one who initiated it. It was literally, this is how it went. I remember just sitting in the car with him. How old? I was probably like 12, 13, like, 7th, 8th grade-ish. So I'd learned about this stuff. I remember in 8th grade health class. So it was probably around there. So, and I knew at least vaguely like how things worked before then. But I remember just sitting in the car, like my dad was driving, and I just looked up, like, I don't even remember the exact words, but basically asking him, like, so that's how kids are made, right? And he's like, mm-hmm. He's like, so that's what, like, you and mom did, and then we were born? Mm-hmm. Like, okay. That was literally it. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, then.
It's a wonder I'm as close to of a functioning adult as I am. So. I'm just kidding. Overall, my parents were great. So,
my mom showed me a cartoon called, I think it was called "Where Did I Come From" or something. It was from the 70s or early 80s, and it won some awards, but it was kind of graphic. They're talking about, like, they used cats on this pattern on the quilt on the bed where the parents were wrestling, and they're. So to explain what was happening under the quilt, they used these two cats on the quilt that were rubbing up and down against each other.
Okey-dokey.
It's like
fascinating.
Huh.
Yeah, it was. And then there was cartoon sperm and egg, and they were dancing like a wedding dance at one point.
That's hysterical.
I think it's still available on YouTube somewhere. I found it a long time ago.
Well, we actually had a sex education class at our church with our Methodist Youth Fellowship, and the and an OBGYN and his wife did the class, and I was in 7th grade. So
that's not a bad deal, actually.
It was actually really good, and we could write questions on a piece of paper, and they would answer. They would pull it out of a hat basically and answer, but I didn't get my question answered.
Was it too risque?
I was like, what is 69? They never answered it.
They're like, we're not really going to get into the how-to portion.
But actually, not of that. But we did actually have we had slides of actual naked people and stuff Like my dad was like, I overheard him talking to mom. She's like, she should really do this because she didn't want to talk to me about it, And dad's like, it's like pornography. But it was very educational, and we was all respectful and everything. So
that's good. Yeah, and actually having an actual medical professional do it, that was probably nice. I just had my my gym teacher explain it in health class. That was
yeah.
We had a gym teacher teach us about STDs and showed us pictures without like any
warning.
You might want to brace yourself. he was like gonorrhea. And all of a sudden I was like, on the screen. Crabs. And I'm like,
Spooky. Nobody ever told me, so I can't answer your question.
Sorry. Guess you'll just have to Google it and enjoy.
just walk around your neighborhood screaming, "What is 69?" and you'll make some new friends.
Mm-hmm. Hey, someone might be willing to demonstrate. So yeah. But yes.
Yeah.
You entered at an interesting time. Kyle.
All right, let's get to the good stuff. Let's go. Right. Let's pray.
Information. Now, today's elementary surface level questions hit on a topic that's been very central to me and my own personal journey of faith. It's a question you can actually ask in two ways. One is, why is the Bible anti-science? And the other would be the opposite. Why is science anti?
This is Richard first. Like, seriously, talk about poisoning the well, right? Why is the Bible anti-science? And why is science anti-Bible? Anyway, it's even worse. It gets worse. So I just...
He's prompting your brain to assume the premise for the why question.
I mean, was there 69 in man camp?
Yeah, sorry, we didn't get to that part last week. But, maybe once we get to 300 subs, we'll...
No one was ever aware of it, but there might have been.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
There was definitely some action during couples camp. I don't know if there was any of that in particular, but anywho.
Oh, quick story about that. There's this one couple getting it on, and they didn't realize there was a light behind their tent.
Oh, no.
And so it was like shadow puppets.
So they come out, there's like a whole crowd of people with popcorn.
And like, I don't think anybody told them while it was happening. I think they figured it out, but like...
Speaking of 69ing, why though? I wouldn't.
Look, his outfit is color coded for the beach. He has some blue retro Nikes on and everything, blue and white.
Yeah,
Kyle's a prop.
So like I said, so with him presenting these questions the way he is, I mean, I guess to give him some credit, he is at least presenting these as very well, I mean, I guess this could go a couple ways because he is presenting them as kind of very surface level, almost like the wrong questions. But, But it's still, he's saying so anyone who disagrees with my conclusion and where I'm going, they're one of these people who are just asking shallow questions.
Yeah,
and they're just very elementary level.
Okay,
which,
all right.
Yeah,
well, let's dive in then. Dive in.
Why is the Bible anti-science? And the other would be the opposite. Why is science anti the Bible? It's asked two ways because there's two camps who are at odds with each other. Camp one is
just two camps. That's our only choices.
Oh, there's
people of faith.
There's always two.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's about scientific discoveries on the news or on YouTube or wherever, and oftentimes the information that's presented at you seems to contradict what's in the Bible, and so you either dismiss it or you live with this constant state of dissonance and even fear in the back of your mind that maybe the foundation of your faith is flimsy. On the other...
How did you know he was going to be talking about boxes?
Little boxes. Yep.
Wow, you're psychic.
The other side is the camp of the science-minded people who aren't yet followers of Jesus, which I know we have many with in this room right now and all of our rooms watching with us online.
Okay. If you're science-minded, then you don't know anything about Jesus. Right?
Yeah.
What? And he says it he talks about it the whole sermon. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But,
the way
he went to Georgia Tech and talked about his
and how much he loved science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, like that, if you are like all of your professors, the whole time I was a high school science teacher, I was a believer. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
they're
it's
not
one of those things like,
yeah.
And it's one of those things I'm sure if you were to press him on this, he would say, oh, no, that's not, I'm not saying that if you're science minded, you can't be a Christian, or if you are a Christian, you can't be science. But that's what he said. And like I said, we know like how very detailed they are in these messages with how they word things. So,
yeah, they're
and
so they when they had their whole like trans controversy where they brought some guy in to say some heinous shit and paid him to do it, and then the fallout from that was not great. They lost a lot of their progressive attenders, like some immediately, and then some that was like the first straw, and then there was a last straw for them. So I think they're finding a lot of their growth in the more progressive conservatives. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're throwing in phrasing like he just did to kind of get the algorithm's attention, to get this in somebody's feed who might send them money.
Okay.
Yeah. But I also just wanted to point out this made me giggle. There are two genders, man camp and other camps.
That is not far from the vibe, actually, as it was.
Yeah. Yep. This is true. All right. So.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So glad that you're here. We actually made Crossroads for you. By the way, part of our vision at Crossroads is don't check your brain at the door. You don't have to walk.
Right. Because if you check your brain at the door and you don't bring it in, they can't wash it for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, let us do it for you.
Yeah. So like, which they've said this multiple times in like various sermons we watched. Like, it's like, it's such bullshit because they want you to bring your brain, but just so. Yeah, it's like during like the deconstruction series, and they said, yeah, questions are welcome because they want you to ask your questions so they can answer your questions in a way that makes you believe the right things. So, and Hangfishy is here. Hello.
Yeah, and noise and guar, G-word.
So many people.
By saying that, it gives the illusion that there's a dialogue. You know, bring your questions. There's not really a dialogue. You have your questions, keep them to yourself. We'll answer what we think they are. Don't contact our office letting us know that we did not answer your questions, or that you were confused, or because then there's a lot of, hey, you're not the one giving the talk. When you're the one giving the talk, you can have an opinion about it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it basically is effectively lip service. Like they want to be able to say, "Oh, see, we're being open," but
ask your questions, but don't really ask your questions.
Yeah, but if you do ask your questions, you have to accept our answers. Otherwise, you're not submitting to biblical authority, and you're probably being demonized or something. Go see the prayer team so they can pray whatever off of you.
In here and pretend like logic and reason don't exist. No, please come in, bring your questions. Absolutely. Don't check your brain at the door. Glad that you're with us. But I also know that you too can live with a level of dissonance because for all of its.
Oh,
he's when you say "but" and it negates what you said previously. So he's like, "Don't check your brain at the door," but
yeah. Well, yeah. If I don't remember exactly what that but was for. It may have been him actually like changing subject. But yeah, but there definitely, even if that's not the way he meant it, there definitely is an enormous but in that whole sentiment. But yes.
Insight and all of its amazing discoveries, science can shed zero light on some of the most important questions you have about your life. What am I here for? What's my meaning? What's my purpose? What's my value? It offers nothing. And so you live with this.
Okay, so that's something I just want to touch on briefly there, like, because this is part of like where I was maybe more hoping this conversation was going like in that direction. Because when he talks about like science, because I hear it's like not just from like Crossroads or not even just from Christians, but people who are say, well, like science can't answer, like science can tell you how, but they can't tell you why. Like in a lot of these situations, like you're assuming there is a why. Like what Kyle was saying here, like, well, science doesn't tell you anything about your purpose. It's like, well, yeah, it's because you kind of have to do that yourself. Like, but it's not that there's some grand purpose that's like beyond science. And like, no, it's like sometimes The reason science doesn't discover a thing or can't tell you about a thing is because it's not there. I'm not saying that's always the case. You just got to recognize that this is true.
Yeah, I on like a philosophical level, I was thinking in the past, science can't answer why, and why might be kind of an illusion created by our mind interacting with the physical world. Like meaning might be an extra layer of something. It may not exist outside of our brains.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we want to find reasons for things, but I find that he makes a whole bunch of things up to answer those questions. So that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty serious accusation, Maren.
But
I certainly hope we have some evidence straight from Kyle himself that is all throughout this video.
Maybe. I just, I think, I try to tell folks who have deconverted, like, it's okay, like that you were in this for so long, because of course you're a human, and this is something that humans do. And of course, if you keep getting your brainwashed, right? I mean, you were inculcated into it, right? It was the culture, right? And so, and also we're naturally, it's just part of humanity. Oh, the humanity. But this one thing does make me mad for myself, like, of wasting time looking for my purpose. What does God want me to do? What does God want me to do? And it's like, after years or decades, right? Am I still with you? Okay. Mine says reload the page. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, after decades, it's like, maybe there's a reason you don't know, because there ain't nobody up there to tell you.
Exactly. Yeah, no, but that can't be. No, this just must mean that all this stuff is just beyond science, and therefore science just isn't good enough.
Yeah.
So
I use that word right, Noise? Okay. Inculcated. All right. I thought I used it right, because
it is a good word.
Okay.
It is a good word.
I like it. I don't know how to use it. It's one of those words where I have a blindness for remembering its meaning.
I wanted to say enculturated, but that's pretty much what it means. I'm pretty sure.
That could be. Yeah. Sounds good enough to me.
That's what we're going with.
But you also carry around a fear. Because if you were to even entertain the notion that there could be a God, someone might label you as naive or an idiot.
I also love it when he has to tell people, you carry around a fear. Like, no.
Yeah, thanks for putting that on me, you fucking dick. Oh, you know what? Even in the prayer tent days, the spiritual warfare stuff, telling people they have a fear, we would consider that like a curse. Like you're putting fear on someone.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is slightly off topic, but something I do want to make sure we
I was going to say, pull this one up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, why it's so infuriating when someone tries to say religion is a mental illness or something like that. It's so deeply ingrained in our culture. Thank you, Lizard Lass. Yeah, that's very, very, very important. Because, like I said, I mean, as far as like most cultures, I mean, like, right, have some form of religion. It is a human thing to do. Yeah.
Because I think sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I think it's like, religion has a lot in common with layered cognitive distortion and cognitive dissonance, which is a regular part of having a human brain. It's not, a lot of times it looks delusional, like a mental illness, but it's not. It's still grounded in kind of a shared external reality, but a distorted version of it.
Yeah, because speaking of being surface level, I think a lot of the people on our side of the fence, if you will, who do make that accusation about religion being a mental illness, like they'll just take like a very surface level like comparisons, like basically just to the point it's like believing something that just clearly isn't true, or like something like that. It's like, okay, you can maybe call that a delusion, but calling it a mental illness, like again, like what you both mentioned, part of it that raises it out of that is just because it's so ingrained in the culture. So like when you're brought up into it, like I was, like I believe this stuff, like because like everyone around me did too.
Yeah.
So it just seemed, well, of course this is what it is. So it's not like I just out of nowhere and completely independently of any other input just started making this shit up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, and it's for a purpose, right? It was supposed to, help you find your way in life and comfort you and, guide you and teach you things. And
Yeah. So as against religion as I am, to the point, like people have called me an anti-theist. I guess I am. I don't know. But I think there are so many other legitimate criticism you can have of religion or even religious people without going to the mental illness thing. That's just completely unnecessary on top of just being wrong. So, yeah. And because mental illness is such a serious thing, like so many other things, like just throwing it out there when it doesn't apply cheapens it a lot.
Yeah,
which
it's wrong. Don't do it. Stop it.
Yes. Looking at you. I see you.
Kyle, look at you, Kyle. And see, so for both sides, they do the same thing. Both sides, out of fear, choose to stay naive. Both sides choose to stay on the surface.
Yeah, again, just like not only are like he's telling us we're all afraid, but we're doing it, and because we're staying, and because we're afraid, we're staying naive. So we're scared and naive. So thanks.
But
Kyle.
Big Brain Kyle, big brain Kyle is here to save us all.
He keeps his brain in his pecs. That's yeah.
And so today, no matter which of those camps you might find yourself in at this exact moment, I'm going to push on you by digging deep into both the Bible and into science.
Don't push on me.
But what if we're not in? Yeah, but what if we're not in either of those camps? Yeah, I need an adult. But,
I'm going to push on you. I do not consent.
I do not consent.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I also do not consent to being put in one of your boxes, Kyle. So, anywho,
I don't like it. It really bothers me. I don't know what this is, but like when somebody talks about like pushing or like doing something, when they do the motions with their hands while they do it, it feels really creepy to me. It's like I'm touching you long distance because I can. You can't get away. Like I don't know. There's something off about it. It might be in my head or I'm picking up on something. I don't know which one it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but both sides that aren't on Kyle's side, like they're scared and naive. That's yeah.
Get to the radical middle.
Yeah, right. God.
Bible part is not surprising to you. You're in a church. I know some of you are in the Dayton Mall and you thought you're in Hollister. Nope, it's a church. Stay here. It's gonna be better than Hollister. I promise. Stay here. The science side might be more surprising to you. It might be, but if you know me at all, you know that me digging into what science says about God has had a massive impact on my faith. In fact, few things have strengthened my faith more than learning about God and discovering not just the works that he's done, but who he is through modern science. See, as I found truth there, my sense of wonder and awe at God has grown. And my sense, therefore, the confidence that I have in him, that there's no one better to give my life to, has grown exponentially. Which, warning, sometime in this message later, we're actually going to do some exponent work. I know. You thought you left it behind in middle school. No, we're going to do it. I'm going to go full science nerd on you later on, actually. And you'll know. Don't worry. It's not going to be the whole time. You'll know because I'm going to put on my science teacher tie, okay? I don't care what decade you went to school. Your science teacher had this exact tie.
I didn't have a tie like that.
And that is because when you...
I was going to ask, like, you were a science teacher for kids in high school.
Yes.
I didn't even catch that. That's hella sexist that like science teachers were men.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep.
Now, full disclosure, all of my science teachers in high school were men, and yes, I do remember them both having a tie like this. But yes, just throwing that up. But I also went to a very conservative Christian high school, so of course. And we have a Nitty. Hello, friend. I guess is the singular of friends.
Hey, Nitty.
We had two female science teachers in my junior high. One, the social studies teachers hit on, and the other one, the students nicknamed Les Waldy because her last name was Zumwaldy, and because it was the early '90s and kids are terrible.
See, here's the thing. This is what gets me. Is like he starts off the sermon going, we can't just stay surface. We have to go deep. We can ask deeper questions. We can be deep. And every single thing that he does is just playing surface level and stereotyping.
Right. But because he said that earlier, now the audience who's not really thinking through things is prompted to believe everything he's going to say after this is deep and not surface level.
Mm-hmm. Just like the joke about telling his daughter to go talk to her mom about sex and, men.
Also, by making this comment to the audience about, remember when you were kids in school and he's putting on a tie like he's the teacher, now he's prompting the audience to get into a child mindset. There's a whole lot of manipulation going on of the audience.
Yeah, I mean, so much of religion is infantilizing, you know. So,
faux show, but also
I said another word. Is someone going to type it in the chat because I said another word? Infantilizing.
Marin is saying words, people.
Saying all
Get on.
So not only do I love that Susan is here, but I just love that like she shows up and is immediately disappointed and unimpressed. Also, this is the Susan whose GoFundMe is in the show description. So now like both Susan and Miranda are here, so you can't just like not give to their GoFundMes like right in front of them. That would be rude. Or at least share the link, because I understand when people don't have the money to give, but yeah, share the links at least. But yes, Susan is also correct. It helps that the audience is mostly ignorant of actual science.
You know why? Because they go to church and they listen to crap like this.
Oh, heyo. But he's a white guy. He's decently dressed.
And he's wearing the nerd tie, so we got to believe him.
And he's got a 1940s, 50s haircut. Like he's kind of the red pill dream in appearance a little bit, which is super frustrating.
Yeah. Confirming she is the Susan. Also, speaking of Miranda, I thought I saw you mentioned, I don't remember if it was last night on Marin's show or if it was Sunday on Bedside Sunday, because I'm getting old and time is becoming less of a thing. Apparently back in the hospital for like some blood clots. Apparently no surgery needed, at least what you said, but still just needing to be in the hospital for more things. But
that's not good.
Yeah, but we're glad, like however you're doing, Miranda, glad you're here with us as always.
I think being in the hospital to deal with blood clots is probably the place to be. Some people get sent home with like medicine to like, but if there's an issue, shouldn't they be closer to a doctor?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Oh man, already? Well, if you need to get a refill.
I know. Well, I've got one here, but I want another one of these. I liked it. Well, that's fine. I can have the one that's here. Oops. Guess what? My daughter got this for me for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
It's a little Frigidaire. Cool. Isn't it cute?
Nice.
I know, right? And it has you can plug it into the wall or you can plug it into your car. But I don't have it on because it's very loud and people would not enjoy it. But it is like a little fridge, so it kept my Bex.
Ooh,
I didn't know they made compressors that small.
I don't know. It's just
for that.
Well, that's what they compressed it with another compressor.
Oh, all right.
There, that's good. Yeah. Anyway, all right. It's I forgot my
graduate with a science degree.
You know how like you have a non-alcoholic in between, and since I'm drinking non-alcoholic, then I was going to have something else in between, which is my Hostess cupcake, but it's in the other room, so I'll get it later. Okay,
that's all right.
If I need a snack later, I'll go get it.
There you go. And I actually have some Twinkies like in my closet, like right over there too.
I almost got Buskin sugar cookies at the UDF today. Those were two words you guys don't understand.
I don't understand. I was just going to say, those are words I don't know.
Buskin is a local bakery. It's been around since like the 20s or 30s. And they make these sugar cookies that you can get in like local convenience stores that are really good. And a UDF stands for United Dairy Farmers, which is a convenience store chain and also a gas station place. And they make their own brand of ice cream.
Yeah. which is really good. So,
Yep.
yeah. And for the Cincinnati folks who know, I actually prefer them over Graders, especially for the money, because like Graders is good, but also kind of stupid expensive. I'll take a UDF.
Right. It's a treat. It's not like an all the time thing. UDF is an all the time thing.
Yeah, their mint cookies and cream, the best.
They got a mint cookies and cream?
Fuck yeah, they do.
I wish I could eat dairy.
Well, it will take your mind off it with Kyle. That's better, right?
You don't get a cap and gown, you get a short sleeve button down and this tie. Exactly. So we're going to science nerd on you a little bit. Now, I believe if you were to walk up to Jesus and ask him either one of these surface level questions, why is the Bible anti-science? Why is science anti the Bible?
I think if you were to ask Jesus, is the Bible anti-science, he would probably answer, what is science? Also, what is the Bible? Maybe. Sorry.
Also, my name's not Jesus.
Who are you talking
to? It's Yeshua.
Yahuwah or whatever.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
I believe the question that Jesus would respond with is, why are you putting me in a box? Now, if you're on the science side of things, you put God in this box. It's called things that don't exist. And because God doesn't exist and can't exist, no matter what the evidence of my work says or the work of my peers say, God is impossible. Therefore, I don't have to investigate God. I don't have to think about him. Nothing of what he says applies to my life.
Did he get salty there for a minute? Where he's like, no matter what the work of me or my peers, is he talking about himself, Kyle, and other pastors? Or is he talking about God and the people who wrote the Bible?
I don't know. I can't get past this. My autistic brain cannot get past the fact that if it doesn't exist, you can't put it in a box.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
You also can't not put it in a box if it doesn't exist.
Can't not put it in a box. And things that don't affect my life because it just anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's again.
You were asking a question that was relevant, and I'm just like fixating on the.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to back him up if YouTube will let me.
Mm.
Hey, so far so good. All right, I'm going to try one more time. Like Icarus, I flew too close to the sun.
Well,
it is really on the nose how he's going to do like a visual representation of a false dichotomy.
717.
Yeah, I'm just going to reload.
To the origin of translation, to the multiplication of
we were at
probabilities.
3654, sure.
Yeah, let's just go there. No, just kidding.
There
we go. Ooh, right on it.
All right. Well, 712. I was close. All right.
Okay.
If you're on the science side of things, you put God in this box. It's called things that don't exist.
Yeah, that part, like just saying again, just the way he said it. If you're on the science side, you automatically believe that God doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right, because I've certainly never heard of any like non-atheist scientists, and Kyle literally isn't about to refute that idea later in this very same fucking message either. Like, why is he wording it that way?
Because
also, I know. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just realized the ocean is deep. We're supposed to be deep now.
Yeah, I was just going to point that out. There's a visual cue of going deep. Now he's saying deep, complicated shit. We got to listen up.
Ooh,
but he's still being very like surface, like all science. If you're a on the science thing, then he's like it's like deliberately causing rifts.
Yeah, because like false dichotomies are like textbook surface level shallow thinking, but that's like all this is.
Yeah,
if we can see sunlight like this, we're in the shallows still. In the background.
Point of order, yes.
See, these things are very distracting, aren't they? When they just these logical things that you recognize, very distracting.
Yes.
And Moose Tracks is one of the most amazing ice creams. The ice cream is almost not even vanilla. That's one of the great things about it. Is like the ice cream part is just a carrier for all the chocolate and the peanut butter cups. Yeah, and it's a little caramely or toffee or whatever. Yeah. Yep. But yes, also,
this was someone I was thinking about a lot. Yeah, Dr. Mary Schweitzer would have things to say.
Yes.
This is true.
Yes, she is.
Isn't she the one that like the apologists like to take out of context?
Oh yeah, she can't stand that.
She's the one who like this
Dinosaur tissue.
What they call like the soft tissue in dinosaurs. It's like
they're saying blood cells, and it's like no, it's not.
And also it wasn't. From what I understand, it wasn't soft when they found it. It's like they had to put it through this chemical process to remove all the hardening things, and then it became soft. And they're like, oh, it's still soft. I'm like,
not still again.
Yeah. Yes, and so she is actually, again, as a Christian, is like super angry at all these young Earth creationists who are using her work. Say, oh, see, this proves dinosaurs aren't that old. Now, she is obviously much more like diplomatic and polite about this, but it's basically like, would you all just shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Like, take my name out your goddamn mouth.
There you go.
Like, no.
Or I smack you. Smack you across the face.
Will Smith will smack you.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. My favorite response to that whole situation was someone took a picture of Will Smith like slapping Chris Rock across the face and said like, proving once again that paper beats rock.
Oh, rock.
Because I don't know. Hand like paper.
Yeah.
So.
Mint chocolate mousse tracks would be good. I don't know if that exists,
I don't
but that
like
would be
mint
fantastic.
chocolate chip ice cream. I don't like the mint.
Yeah, see, I don't like mint chocolate chip, but I love mint cookies and cream. I think it's just,
I can eat a whole Girl Scout, a whole box in one sitting.
Okay, thanks for finishing.
A whole Girl Scout.
I was like,
get in my belly.
No. Girl Scout cookies, I can eat.
Yes.
Like I'll eat one sleeve and then I'll come back 5 minutes later and eat the entire mint chocolate chip. Mint
thin mints.
Thin mints.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Keebler made some grasshopper cookies that were almost identical, and those were really good too.
Yeah, they're a little waxy though.
Yeah, but mint Oreos are still my favorite though. Speaking of mint cookies and cream,
those are good.
Yeah. Yes. Especially like when I'm having them with my coffee in the morning, I like dip them in the coffee.
I'm gonna have to go get my cupcake.
Like because
keep talking about sweets.
That's part of the whole point. You become an adult is so you can have cookies for breakfast. So do it.
Yep.
Anywho, all right, let's get back to a false dichotomy previously in.
We're going to be here for hours. Okay, go ahead.
And because God doesn't exist and can't exist, no matter what the evidence of my work says or the work of my peers say, God is impossible. Therefore, I don't have to investigate God. I don't have to think about him. Nothing of what he says applies to my life.
But also, if there's another thing we know about scientists is they just love putting things on the shelf and not investigating them.
Right.
Like, also, like, I don't even know, even like the most hardcore atheist scientists, I imagine would not be taking the stance. That's what most of us say is like, show me evidence. If you actually do show me evidence, then I will at least consider it, if not just believe it, depending, like, but he's like, nope, even if you show me evidence, I'm not going to believe it. Like, which again, okay, yeah, some people are going to go that far, but to just paint the entire side of this, when it's not even just two sides, but that, like, because I hear the opposite of this way more from the Christian side, which is I'm going to believe in God no matter what evidence you show me to the contrary.
Right. But I mean,
like, that's what I hear more often.
Like it's like scientists who don't believe in God, just like for the most part, they're like, right? This is it. What Titan said. Yeah. Nobody in science has evidence for or against the existence of a deity, and they don't care. Like it's not like it's not. Yeah. It's like
the evidence. Mm-hmm.
It's a different. Yeah, I don't believe in the science, right? Yeah. And I don't investigate. I don't do experiments to find a God. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
And this also, because this is something else a lot of people who like try to attack like scientism or whatever they call it, like, so this is not to say, like, I'm not saying that there are no biases from anyone who's a scientist or anything. It's like, everyone has biases, but that's kind of what scientists do. Like, they investigate things, they take evidence, like, and good scientists will follow the evidence wherever it leads. Like, because in how many other areas have scientists like made discoveries or failed to make discoveries that completely change their way of thinking. Like that happens in science all the time. So to say like, oh yeah, these science-minded people, they don't care if there's evidence of God or not, they're just going to ignore it because I've already decided he doesn't exist. It's like Kyle is describing such a small percentage of people here. Like I'm just giving him credit to say that any of these people exist probably, but
I went to a conference this summer called the International Association for the Evolutionary and Cognitive Sciences of Religion.
That sounds like that's probably not a real thing.
That's the first time I've ever been able to say it like all at once for the first time. I think I said it right. I'm gonna make videos about it, and I'm hoping to people that I met I want to bring on to talk about. But anyway, but yeah, it is. There are evolutionary scientists either in biology or in anthropology that actually, study religion. There's a lot of anthropologists that study religion. It's a human thing, right? This is the whole point. And then cognitive science of religion, that's the emphasis that Dan McClellan has for his PhD. So,
I would love to find out more about that because it really does seem like a lot of the religion things is it's not really external, but like it's sort of like a projected external working out of like the soul of for lack of a better word, of a people group. Like they're like working shit out externally in myths and
explaining the world and
the whole thing of like originally being like a local deity makes a whole lot of sense because then like groups were a lot more cohesive, and so you had this idealized version of your people, and that was the god that you're all worshiping and trying to basically become.
Right.
And really, you're just doing deep thinking in a brain currently only suited for shallow thoughts in that way. And so then you start to just mistake your external processing for reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Maren, I don't know if you noticed, I did just mute 2 burps in a row there for you. So you're welcome.
Man, it'd be so bad if you didn't, because she's like here.
Right here. No, I was so focused on Matt that I didn't even notice. So thank you.
Yeah. No, that was good. Yeah, that was good shit, Matt. So thank you. But I also wanted to point this out because
you can thank the weed.
All right, so I agree with this because yes, I believe now. I'm going to take us in a different direction. I'm not disagreeing with you, Miranda, because I think it is a philosophical question, but that's only because I don't think a God exists. But I think if a God actually did exist, and if he is, especially the way like Christianity describes him, especially how they say how like science is a tool that God gave us to discover the like reality of the world, I would say if there is a God, that should be a scientific question. Because if God actually gave us the tool of science to discover reality, and he is part of reality, then science should show us that he exists. Like, but the fact that it doesn't, to me, is kind of more evidence to the lack of existence.
Oh,
and you know what's crazy is if science, like in I think probably the only place where it might happen is in like quantum science research. If there started to be evidence that like something is influencing things, like things are happening on the quantum level that aren't like the same as on larger levels where they're cause and effect. Things are just kind of happening, and it doesn't appear random. If something like that happened, then the God that like science would then be discovering, God for lack of whatever. World religions, I don't know if any of them would be into it, except maybe Taoism.
So, I think some Eastern thought would be okay.
Yeah, like the atheistic version of like Buddhism or Taoism.
Yeah.
Yep. Indeed. All right. Okay, well, on that note.
Now, the faith camp also has a box. If you're in the faith camp, then temptation is to put God into a box called things I understand.
Well, you're just in time, Kip, because Kyle is here telling us about putting things in boxes.
In boxes, yeah. He's got some boxes for you.
Yeah. So I'm sure coming off of that, hearing more about boxes from Kyle won't be traumatic at all. So welcome. What are you drinking tonight, Kip? Because I'm sure it's something.
Yeah, if you're moving, you're drinking something.
Yeah. So, all right.
Because I already understand God enough, I've been in Sunday school since elementary school, for instance. I don't have to investigate or learn about God through science. I can just ignore all of it. And I'll just say for most of my teens and early 20s, I thought the goal of faith was to get God to fit inside the box.
So, like, of course, he had to do
God,
this.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Doing this weird gorilla squat thing over the box.
What?
This is a good caption for this picture, actually. Thank you, Kip.
Yeah. Like I don't understand what he is saying. Why put God in a box? I mean, like, unlimited, right? Like, this is the, like, all the songs, my God is an awesome God and all this big, right? Like, that God can't fit. I don't understand. Am I taking it too literally?
I mean, he is trying to say that is a bad approach, but again, I think this is.
He didn't do it. I think he's lying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He didn't try to put God in a box.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this sounds like the other side. Shocker, I know, but this kind of sounds like it might be a straw man.
Yeah. Also, I can't tell because everything they do is layered, or at least I like. Assume your opposition is brilliant so you don't miss anything, that kind of thing. Like, if you assume your opposition is stupid, eventually they're going to win. I can't tell what else he's doing here. Like, is he doing a tough love thing on people he think are the real fundamentalists, even though he's also fundamentalist? Or is he...
It don't make no sense.
Or is this a thing where he's like...
Nope.
He's like... this is him in the crowd elbowing like the people next to him, like, this ain't us, right? This ain't us. And like, is he putting up is he trying? Are they trying to play that radical middle they like to pretend they're doing, where we're not these people or these people. We're the people who can look at science and find God, except for when it starts to say God doesn't exist, and then it's wrong.
Yeah. Not that science. Fortunately, I guess he doesn't use this phrase, but as so many, I'm sure we've heard so many other Christians say, real science will point us to God. So,
all right, let's get to the science.
Scotsman.
Yeah, but also I was singing in my head, it's a dump in a box. So
yeah, it looks like he's taking a power dump in the God box.
Oh yeah, so Alice in Chains. I won't try singing that because I will not do it justice at all. But yeah, if anyone else, Matt, you want to attempt Man in a Box?
No one should, but the actual original singer of that song.
Yeah, Lane Staley. This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. All right.
No, that's one of those. Yeah. Whenever anybody does a cover of an Alice in Chains song, it better be a brand new version. Like, don't try to copy the original. You just sound real bad.
Yeah.
Because he got a really original voice.
Cracking open my intermission-y non-alcoholic beer that Maren was referencing earlier, and it kind of exploded on me.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to shake them up.
Well, I didn't, but I guess it was just angry. Maybe it could hear Kyle. I don't know. But, yeah.
Look at all the fish swimming away from Kyle's ass.
It's like, get away.
Clear the room.
Oh.
Kyle's pooping on God.
Now, pull up Ninjester, because that's exactly right. Something we can grasp is that this deep in the ocean, we would be experiencing the amount of salt this argument deserves.
Very well
Indeed.
said.
Very true.
Well played. Well played.
All right.
Yeah, but speaking of, sorry, but here's my. So this is a newer non-alcoholic beer for me. This is from Deschutes Brewery. Their non-alcoholic version of their fresh squeezed IPA. So
I haven't had that in a long time.
See, I'm not an IPA fan. I'm really not. I like wheat beers.
Ooh.
you know.
But see, I'm not a fan of those. So yeah. So see, you and me, Marin, we are the balance of the beer universe.
Yeah.
Something.
Do you like sour wheat beers?
Me?
Yeah.
I think so.
There's a beer in, I think it's from Jackie O's in Athens, Ohio. It's called Ultra Raz. I had it, and it's an imperial wheat with raspberry. But what they don't tell you on the label is it's also a sour. And
Okay.
I didn't love it. I like wheat beers. I don't like sours all that much. But if somebody likes wheat beers and they like sours, it's probably amazing.
I don't know. I guess I'll have to try. I have been asked, did you miss Solly? But he's like,
oh,
sitting there. Okay. Oh wait, that was okay.
Looked like he just immediately like.
I know that was funny. I'm like, that was a free. He is crashed out. He had his belly shaved, because he had to have an ultrasound.
Is he Prager's?
No, he has some belly problems, and it might be that he might have Addison's disease. So I don't know. Anyway, he's got adrenal problems that might be causing his little intestinal stuff. So anyway, but he's a cutie. He's crashing now. He's had a big day, but I'm bringing him to NanoCon actually.
Ooh,
yeah,
awesome.
So it's easier for me to take care of him. So, and I was gone for a month this summer, so I didn't want to leave him again.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah,
being all Europe-y.
Yep. All right, let's get to the science, because we're just going to totally freak out when we actually get to the.
Oh yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, Kyle, you done? All right.
And I tried very hard, very, very hard. I read book after book, and I dug deep, and I looked up the words in the original language, and I tried really hard. If I can get God into this box, and I'll just tell you from my experience, you can fit a God into that box, and you'll have some truth, but you'll have no wonder, you'll have no awe, and therefore you'll have a God who's not super exciting or remotely helpful to your life. Why?
Because this is another thing. Again, he doesn't go like super far in this direction, but something else I just want to point out. This whole idea of being able to completely understand and comprehend something immediately means there is no more sense of awe or wonder about it.
Right.
Which is just absolute bullshit.
Well, and there's layers to understanding. You can understand enough to interact, and then there's like complete understanding. And he's black or whiting that. Like he's saying you do understand or you don't.
Yeah.
And
right.
We could understand.
That's what he does. That just
because again, like, because this is something a lot of Christians will say, like, towards us atheists, and like why we don't agree, because like a lot of our arguments against Christianity are along the lines of, okay, this particular theology or this way of viewing God or whatever doesn't make sense. We're like, well, he's not supposed to make sense. Well, first of all, the fact that they throw that out there, that as if it's supposed to be a good thing, that this God who wants a relationship with us isn't supposed to make sense to us. Like, so this goes back to like my quote.
I was going to say, I heard a quote about this.
Yeah. Well, Tommy Stewart, drummer for Godsmack, had this apparently. For those, but hey, Emberlyn is here, Mother of Dragons. You made it. Awesome. Good to see you. But yeah, the idea of like,
I mean, I'm a science teacher. I love science, and just because I understand a lot of science doesn't mean I'm like, oh, well, like it's.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing. It's like, how do it know? How does the cell know? How does it know to do these? You know, it's like fascinating.
Yeah, because I'm sure, like, because again, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I have like at least, you know, and as much as this may upset Kyle, at least a surface level knowledge of like some science. Like one of my favorite things, like, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people like would love like things like, you know, watching the sunset over the mountains, like, you know, like a nice view like that. Like someone could explain to me like in excruciating detail, like what is happening, like with the sun, like refracting, like why the mountains exist the way they do. And what's like could completely scientifically explain to me everything that's going on. Like I could still look at that shit for days.
Yeah.
Like I would still,
like the experience of it is still magic. Yeah.
You could even explain to me, even if we do someday completely like are able to explain things like consciousness and qualia and experiences and all that, like, I don't care. Just because you can explain it to me doesn't mean I don't still love it.
Yeah.
Like, this whole, again, it's another false dichotomy, again, between not just that level, but like what you were saying, I think, Marin, where there's like levels of understanding. Like, yeah, I'm, even if there was a God, like, no, I wouldn't expect to fully, completely comprehend him. Right. But there's somewhere in between full and absolute complete comprehension and whatever the fuck we're expected to have, which is like way down here. It's like just something in the middle, like, yeah, where we can understand enough just to know that he actually exists or whatever. But no, apparently that's asking too much, because just the whole idea of asking too much from God is just wild to me. But
anyway. But they would say, well, it's because we're sinful, and how dare we ask anything? Like, we should just be grateful we're confused.
Right, because that's how all loving parents treat their children.
God's ways are higher. His ways are high. Anyway. Press play.
Send him higher to the moon.
Press play before Matt starts talking.
Because to fit God in the box called things I understand, you have to reduce him down to being understandable. That means you have a God.
Or God could just expand our minds to be able to grasp him. I'm sorry, I'll shut up now.
Understandable power. A God of understandable grace. A God of understandable forgiveness. A God of understandable love. In other words, a very, very small God. It's not the God of the Bible. Not interesting.
Matt disagrees.
He's saying words.
This is
like
true.
the more we understand about science, the more we realize we don't have answers. Like, the more they try to get to the bottom of like quantum mechanics stuff and like what is actually happening, the more it looks like it doesn't make sense. Like, you like, the closer you examine, the more you realize maybe nothing exists at all. And it's just chaotic that it does at all. Like, I don't know.
No, this is too much lizard lass. Like, how dare you expect that? Or as a Christian once told me when I said I expected such things, well, what makes you so special? Right? So, a God of understandable eternal
torment.
Oh, you'll understand that good enough. But,
God's not that into me, or an Arco Fox.
I guess so. Oh, which I saw a photo someone took at a bookstore where someone took two books and put them right next to each other. And I don't remember exactly the titles, but it was something like, one of the books was, Why Does God Seem So Distant? And someone put right next to it a book called He's Just Not That Into You.
Yeah.
Like,
that's awesome.
Fucking amazing. So, all right.
Not helpful. But for me in my life, a strange thing happened. I ended up at one of the best colleges in the country, even in the world, for engineering and science. Whole bunch of smart people. And then,
right. Well, he's about to be self-deprecating.
I ended up there.
Yeah. It's like,
and somehow also me. Yeah. And so at the same time in my life, as I'm realizing this is really hard to fit God into and he's not very satisfying, I discover modern science. And in the mixture of the depth of Scripture, when you push past the elementary understanding of God's Word, and you push past the elementary understanding of science, I discovered a God who could not fit in the box. A God of wonder, in awe, of transcendence.
And pause it.
Yeah, also,
it sounds like
real quick, just wanted to point this out. He finished in May. Also, Hangfoot, you may be slightly delayed because we were talking about beers a while ago, but just a heads up. But yes, I not a fan myself. Never got into like the Belgians and like the wheats and all that. But from what I hear, good shit, especially if aged. But yes. Anywho, sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
What did he say? Wisdom, all, and what just now?
Transcendence. Wisdom,
all, and transcendence. Okay, it sounds like what happened to Kyle was he was kind of deconstructing, and in order to hang on to God, he started worshiping awe and transcendence and whatever else he said. And because I was thinking a few minutes ago that kind of what he's describing is worshiping the unknown instead of worshiping the God of the Bible. And so what he's describing now is worshiping the unknown, worshiping the concept or the experience of awe and transcendence, and like I would agree that like I can see how like that would be a spiritual experience, for lack of a better word, but to then like call that God, it is just kind of hanging on to your faith even though you lost it, Kyle.
Matt, it's just so cute how you really try to like make a reasonable explanation of what he's saying. Really appreciate that about you.
Wait, what do you think I'm doing?
You're really trying to make a reasonable explanation of what he's saying. It's really kind
no. I think the thing is I think there's layers to it. Like he's saying nothing.
I'm saying I don't think he's saying shit, and you're really trying to make something out. You're really trying to understand something. Anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know if Matt's trying to explain what Kyle's saying. I think I'm just getting more Matt's saying, here's just another idea that maybe he should be going towards, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or am I? You're
putting a lot more into what maybe he's thinking about it than I can even fathom to try. But I mean, I like what you're saying. I'm just saying that
part of what I started looking for, especially in Crossroads stuff, because at least they think they're trying to go deeper on things. So there's I'm kind of working with the assumption is from that we're kind of getting whoever their head writer is for sermons. We're getting a peek into a little bit of their subconscious and whoever had input on the final product. Mm-hmm. Because there's the stuff they're saying deliberately, and then there's the stuff that's coming out unintentionally. And I find the potential unintentional stuff really interesting because, especially at Crossroads, that they tell on themselves really often without realizing they're doing it.
Self-snitching. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I like to look for the undercurrents. There's the stuff that's meant for the audience, and then there's the stuff that they may not realize they're saying. And so I'm thinking, if Kyle were to deconstruct in the future, I wonder if he would look back on his time in college where he started to kind of worship the awe and the wonder and the unknown and realize, okay, that's when the actual God of the Bible disappeared and he was just hanging on to the text after that.
Ooh, interesting indeed. All right, there was a couple.
If he has a pond, he's making bank doing what he's doing now as a Christian, so I don't think he's leaving anytime soon.
Yeah. Oh, and we'll get to that later as well. But a couple comments I want to point out. Good points here. Yeah, technically, if Yahweh's omnipresent, he's in both boxes. So,
look out.
Yeah. But something that Jer said here, this is a fantastic point. Understanding something doesn't make it smaller; it makes it bigger. Yes, especially, again, in the context of a God that we're supposed to have a relationship with. I mean,
I almost said what she said.
That is what she said. But because here's the thing, because I love going to the example of God as a father or parent figure, because I think it's such a good way to really just expose how shitty of a parent he would actually be if he actually treated kids this way. Because so the three of us, we all have kids. I mean, and we all know that the best way to build a good relationship with our children is to be as mysterious and incomprehensible as possible with them,
absent,
right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, all that. So
yeah,
we don't want them to understand us at all. We must be so far beyond their comprehension that no.
Yeah, to the point to where it's possible that a whole group of people don't think you exist.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I want at least one of my children to question every now and then whether or not I exist, because that way I know I'm not violating their free will by forcing them to know that I exist.
Yes.
Which is apparently a thing.
Yeah.
Tell you that is the kind of God I want, and I think it's the kind of God that you want too.
Of course, Kyle wants something he can't understand. You think it is, Kyle? It's like, I want to be completely confused. Like, yes, we know you do, Kyle.
It's, by the way, not just the kind of God I think you and I want in our lives, who transcends our problems, who's bigger than anything going on in our lives, a God who we can't possibly imagine how big and how awesome he is. That's the kind of God we want. Not only is it what we want, it's who he says he is. He says, I don't...
Okay, so real quick, that's another thing where we talk about like transcending our problems, which is I feel like that's a place they go, like, because again, way like other topic that he doesn't go any farther into, but that's a big thing, like with the problem of evil. When we say like, well, why doesn't God like solve these problems for me or take away the suffering? It's like, well, he's not going to like take away your suffering or anything, but he transcends your problems and your suffering. So it's like, okay,
Wow, well then, wow, I want to.
That means he is also the suffering then. Like if you include it and transcend it, then you are also it.
Yeah. But speaking of opposite of suffering, Emily on the Facebook side. And yes, it is Kyle. Yeah. Emily is familiar with the Kyle as well.
He's a swell human being. Allegedly, some people / many people don't like him in real life.
Ham Fauché, I think, is saying every time he says transcends or transcendence, we should take a drink.
Is this? Well, see, unfortunately, I don't think he says it too much more, but yeah.
Is he going to emphatically say box again?
Ooh, if he does, or if he gets in that breathy pastor voice,
or he uses a stutter just to kind of get your attention.
Yeah. Yep,
oh my gosh! Now you pointed out that is absolutely on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so much of this
because he really means it, you know.
He doesn't have a swell voice to begin with, and it does often feel like he's pinching it a little higher, which just really bothers me. If it's his real voice, then I'm sorry, Kyle, I just don't like your voice. It irritates me.
Yep. Yes, unfortunately, there are certain types of people that Crossroads folk just aren't fans of, even though there's no reason not to be.
Oh, jeez.
But anyway, we'll get into that. So speaking of like that guy that Matt alluded to earlier that they brought in as a guest speaker to tell us how awful the transgenderisms are or whatever, I think that's what we're planning on covering. Like not his message, but the fallout. I think is going to be like our next like Crossroads special episode.
I forgot about that.
So yeah,
it was bad.
Stay tuned at the end of August for how they tried to recover from that. Yeah, don't worry, we're not going to show the actual sermon. But
they pulled.
We'll show them fumbling through trying to recover from it because it was so depressingly hilarious. Yes. So, anywho,
fit in the box again and again. Here's one place, Job 11. God says, "Can you fathom the mysteries of God? Can you probe the limits of the Almighty? They are higher than the heavens above. What can you do? They're deeper than."
Yeah. Also, when we're trying to talk, this is just another instance of like, I don't know if these people actually understand what Job is actually talking about here. It's
what can you do? You're nothing. You're nothing thing. I mean, it's like so much of Job is like, you know.
Yeah.
If you want to know more about Job, then you go back and see my live with Dr. Kip Davis on that, because he has some amazing points about that. But yeah, it just is like,
and
based on Kyle's words that he's emphasized, he emphasized fathom, probe, and deeper. It bothers me when people do that when it's not actually like what they're trying to get across. That's not their target words for what they're saying.
Speaking of which, and hey, we have a Leo.
Hey, Leo.
I bet aliens could probe the Almighty. Probe them real good, too. Oh.
I think they think they're the Almighty. And that's why they probe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get it. And Dark Art Designs. Get a
Job.
All right, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah.
We haven't even got to the crazy science yet.
Yeah. Be careful who you let teach you the Bible. Might be some of the best advice. Yes, that is good advice. Very good, Emily, and whoever gave you that. But yeah, like, so he's trying to use this quote from God, from Job, where God's supposed to be saying, like, I'm so great, so that should like give you so much comfort and encouragement that you're like worshiping and in relationship with such a powerful God. But that's not what God is saying in Job here. Like, God's essentially just like smack talking Job. It's like, oh yeah, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, you
So
just an
this is
ant.
like,
I'm gonna smush.
yeah, this is like the opposite of encouraging. And isn't this great that I'm so awesome? It's like,
It's not. It's not.
but it's all right.
I don't think that verse means what you think it means.
Indeed, but hey, we know Crossroads history of like using Bible verses, but it actually gets worse. It doesn't get quite to the level where it had before, but it definitely gets worse than this. So,
the depths below, what can you know? Their measure is longer than the sea, and longer than the earth, and wider than the sea. God says clearly, I don't fit in the box.
Wait, hold on.
You know what else doesn't fit in the box?
then why didn't God say I don't fit in the box?
You know.
Right, so all the words he emphasized. First one was fathom, then it was probe, deeper, longer, wider. That's all the words he emphasized.
You know what? For the earth to be longer, it would have to be flat.
Mm,
I'm just saying.
this is true.
Science in the Bible. Okay.
Are you saying that the Bible presents a flat Earth cosmology?
I
Is that
am.
what you're?
I'm actually saying that. Yes.
Ooh,
Or
well, good, because you are
Spun
correct.
faster. If it spun faster, it would get more ovoid. And we'd all die in the process, but
Right.
it would get longer.
Yeah. Yep.
How God describes his work. He says that he has indescribable power in Ephesians 1. He says that he has unsearchable greatness in Psalm 145. He has unsearchable judgments, Romans 11:33. Marvelous things beyond wonder is a way to describe.
Okay. And also, like, that line that he just put up bothered me because before that, those three lines, like, you see like the spacing it has, like,
Yeah.
right down the middle here, and then it just fucks it up. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Who's doing your graphics? Also, God's so big he doesn't fit in the box. Where's the line where it says God has the biggest dick ever?
It's the
Because there
robes.
were all those times
Ooh, we
where
should
like
put the robes. The robes.
Ooh,
in
yeah,
the
robes
temple.
can't. Yeah, that fill in the whole temple.
Mm-hmm.
well, so apparently God can fill a temple. I mean, and what is a temple if not just a bigger box? Right?
Right.
So,
Describe his works in Job 9:10. And unsearchable answers is what he promises, Jeremiah 33.
oh, also, I unfortunately paused them right in the middle of saying, because like, so, but I just love how he starts with indescribable, but that last line, like the one that bugged me from Job, he's like, that's one way to describe him. It's like, so you start with indescribable and say, here's a way to describe him.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Why would you put that at the top? Put that at the end and move on quickly.
Yeah. He's so indescribable. Here's several Bible verses that describe it. So,
3. And then hidden treasures, Isaiah 45.
No, that one's
verse
out of line
3.
too.
And I
Dang.
can go on.
I know that it's,
You're killing me, Smalls.
killing me, Pecs.
And on and on. If you go through the Bible, if you do a depth of study about it, you'll find these sorts of phrases all over the place. God says you can't possibly imagine what I'm able to do.
Yeah, so normally, because what he's doing is like part of like what's supposed to be like backing up his point here is saying, well, the Bible says this, which again, like in most cases, I got to remember this is a sermon at a Christian church. So of course, to them, just saying the Bible says this is like supposed to be enough. But he very explicitly said at the beginning, so and not just this sermon, but he's like just Crossroads in general, like they are here in part for the non-believer.
Yeah.
So I should be able to scrutinize his sermons like from the perspective of a non-believer, and therefore saying like just quoting the Bible at me is not making a point.
Yeah.
Like you're just expanding on what your claim is. Like this isn't supporting evidence, it's just more claim.
Especially like Job, when the point of that verse is not the point you're making. So
Yeah. But aren't you swayed by his emotional delivery?
yeah.
Now it sounds like he's like lulling you to sleep before he punches you in the face.
Kind of like God. Anyway.
Yeah. Maybe what you're saying is maybe cover your drink around Kyle, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Toadies song. That one. What's the name of that song? It's the vampire / essay song. Is their big radio? Damn it! I just listened to it recently.
Yeah, put this up by DH Personal.
Yeah, I was about to.
Hi, Dave. Yeah.
You can't imagine what I'm able to do. Can you cure cancer in children? What I can do is limitless, unspeakable, unknown. Poverty, bigger than you think. Hunger, so big.
You're thinking small.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Like, well, then he should be able to do the small stuff too, though, right? But, oh, well.
Yeah. Press play.
Oh, sorry. I
Okay.
was tickled by this as well. God, the original Jack in the Box. Wind him up enough, he's going to pop out of the Ark box and get you. I saw Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost.
Boogity.
Yeah.
Look, where's God melting Nazi faces these days?
Right? We could use that. That's for sure. Anywho.
And my number one question for all of us, whether we walk into this room in the science camp or the faith camp, is do you have a small box God? If so,
But if we're non-believers, we don't have a God at all.
Just play the thing. We don't like this part.
maybe that's why you're not experiencing more breakthrough in your prayer life. If so, maybe that's why when you look at the Bible, it's just
more victim blaming here.
Maybe it's a
like,
you problem.
Yeah, if so, and again,
blame the victim. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're praying for, let's say, a child you know with cancer, oh, God's not answering your prayer. Oh, that's your fault that He's not saving the life of that poor child.
Because you don't believe that he goes on this, doesn't it? Like you don't believe your God is big enough.
Right. That's why I never give my children food until I'm convinced that they believe I'm capable of like working my job and earning money and buying the food. Like I have to make sure they believe that first.
And what a loving father you are.
Right. Honestly, it's a miracle they survived to age 4. Because let me tell you.
Hey, wait. Does anybody else notice how tiny his forearms are compared to the rest of the muscles? I think that's one of the ways you can tell somebody has their muscles from working out versus working. Because, like, if you work,
you skipped
your forearms are bigger. And if you work and the muscles are from that, like, it's from doing things instead of just holding shit like this for a while.
Yeah, which I mean, we all know what Kyle does for work, so yeah, he's not getting.
No, I know. I just I think it's funny when guys go to the gym and they like tailor muscle groups to look like the size they want it to, and they don't realize that like they just like weird. They look weirdly lumpy because some things are bigger than it seems like they should be. Like his boobs right here.
See, Miranda, this is what I'm saying. Yeah. Does Kyle ever get around to talking about science in his sermon?
No.
About science? I know.
He kind of does, but we are postponing a bit, I suppose.
Yeah. Maybe it's why you find it very easy to skip and almost forget God in the big moments of life and in the painful moments of life, because He's just kind of small. See, the goal is not to cram God into a small box. Do not put Him there. But do you know that God actually has made a box to help us understand Him? It's not a box that He wants us to put Him inside. It's actually a box that He made and He put us inside to understand Him. It's called the universe.
Which, honestly, like now that He's like spelled it out, that actually sounds like a really shitty plan. Like again, this is one of those like.
Why do we need to be in a box to understand God? I don't understand.
Right,
don't put God in a box. Let God put you in a box.
Right, that's better.
Yeah. Ooh, no, that's gross. Because that's also along with that is like let authority figures put you in a box.
That too. But I feel like the only reason this description makes sense is like, it's not because, again, like so many things, if all you knew was just like someone just described God to you the way he's supposed to be in Christianity, you would never guess that he would actually do this to you. It's just more, well, we see that reality seems to be this way, and we are in this thing called the universe. And if we're going to think there's a God, since we don't actually see him anywhere, we have to think he's beyond this. But it's just what, like, I believe we have a term for that. I think it's ad hoc or something like that. Yeah. Had to work that in somewhere. All right.
And he says the whole thing is actually shouting about him. Psalm 19 says, the heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day, they pour forth speech. Night after night, they reveal knowledge. There's another spot in the Bible, Romans 1, where God says you can actually understand his invisible attributes based on what he's made. Again, not just abstract things, but details about his personality and his character. I don't know if you...
Which again, like these things would be great as like supplemental material for understanding someone. It's like I said, like, so for instance, like, so as you may know, like, I am friends with Matt. We have been friends for a very long time. Matt also is good at like making things, like artistic things. Also, like in his job, he like does a lot of really cool works and stuff with his hands. But to me, like, that's all just like supplemental stuff because I already know Matt in a very like real and personal way. Like, as in like I literally know he exists. And then, but just knowing all the rest of the stuff about him, like, that's just cool extra stuff. But if I never actually saw Matt or met him, but I just saw things like, like the logo he made for our show here, or I just like saw some wallpaper that was like really well done, or some of the work he's done at my house. Like, that'd be really cool, but I would not at all say, oh, I know Matt now. We have a great relationship just because I saw some of the shit he did. Like, that is not how real relationships work. Yeah. So...
know this, but there are a growing number of top-level scientists who are coming to faith following exactly what Psalms and exactly what Romans says. Scientists...
citation needed.
Yeah, please.
Who conclude that God must be real and it must be the God of the Bible because the characteristics that we see in whoever made this, they match perfectly.
Also, it just occurred to me, like, in his sermon that's supposed to be like how, no, we love the science, like just how poorly cited and evidenced a lot of this. So like scientifically speaking, this is a shit sermon. But
yeah, and what's the increasing numbers of scientists or whatever he said? Like, if that's true, there would be data on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you show us the data, Kyle? I mean, you'll show us data later for other things. But this is just in the trust me, bro territory.
It is,
I guess.
One of them is a man named Douglas L. He has degrees in physics and math from MIT, an advanced degree in theoretical mathematics. And then he's so smart, he got a law degree just to top it all off. I guess that's what you do when you're that brilliant. And he wrote a book where he described his journey of moving from atheism into believing in the God of the Bible through the science. Highly recommend it. It's called Counting to God. In it, he says this: as our scientific knowledge grows, so does the evidence for a designed universe. Each year brings new scientific evidence of wonder. The arrow of scientific discovery points directly at God. And if you're in the science camp, you might dismiss that, like, that's pseudoscience. I've seen some videos on YouTube that are just, they suggest some possibilities. They're just crazy.
Pseudoscience. I mean,
yeah, like that whole. I think he was like starting to have a thought there. It just never quite happened.
No, but I say, or we would say that that's a fallacy because it's an appeal to authority. Like here's a guy just giving his opinion, and
this is not the first. This is not the only time he does this.
Right. But yeah, but this is a big thing for Kyle here, is like he's pointing out all these like super smart people and giving us all their super smart people credentials. Oh, but they like believe in God now. So man, it's a good thing there aren't also a bunch of really smart scientists who don't believe in God, or who maybe like at one point did believe in God but lost their faith because of examining like the evidence and science and reality and stuff.
Or reading the Bible.
Yeah, good thing that never happens all the fucking time.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Leo knows what's up.
So far, I mean, like for 1/3 of the sermon, basically.
So since we're already planning on this probably being a 2-parter, we won't get into it tonight, but next week. I was discussing this with Matt beforehand. It was something I was expecting to like just be a quote mine that's like near the end of the message. It ended up being so much worse. Like I almost couldn't believe it. Like even for Crossroads standards, this seemed like such bullshit. But yeah, but we'll never get there if I don't hit play now. So
crazy pseudoscience. Well, no, it's not. In fact, if you flip that book over, the top endorsement is from Peter Fisher, who was the head of the Department of Physics for MIT from 2013 to 2022. It's not.
Like, one smart guy wasn't impressive enough. Here's another smart guy. What do you have to say now?
What about this guy's authority? Should we appeal to him too?
Appeal to multiple authorities. That makes it not a fallacy, right?
Not old. It's not wacky scholarship. It's not pseudoscience. It's there. See, at its core.
And also, like, again, some of us are, unfortunately, but for the most part, like, I think most atheists would be perfectly fine agreeing. Like, yes, there are a lot of very intelligent, even in the scientific fields, there are a lot of very intelligent Christians. Like, nobody's disputing that. So him just parading, look at all these smart people who are Christian. Like, yeah, we know, man.
I opened my second beer. This is also from Equilibrium and WeldWorks. It's called Science Works. And I just realized that's a guy he's going to try to quote in a little bit. That's Albert Einstein.
Here, show me that again.
And his name was Albert Einstein.
Here, show that again. I will embiggen you.
It's another 8.2. Look at that. It's a hazy double IPA. This one's very citrus.
Oh. Sorry, show the can again. There you go. There.
Science Works.
Oh, that is cool.
That is nice.
Yep.
Oh, and they spelled Werks like the German way.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Because, that's probably what it is. Veldwerks or Veldwerks Brewing.
Yeah, Veld is world in German. So yeah, World Works. Cool. So, all right. Yeah.
Colorado.
Yes. Sorry about that. Wasn't pseudoscience. That was just mental master debating. Yep.
I think this makes sense.
Of course,
because Christianity is the only religion that's compatible with the scientific method.
Oh my God.
Oh, get the fuck out of town! Do you know what Islam did with the maths?
Yeah, you got to keep going though, because I have something to say.
Okay.
If you think about it, it's the only religion that I've ever found that invites you to question it. Most religions, you're not allowed to question things. You can get into big trouble if you question things. The gods will get mad at you if you question things. The priest class will get mad at you if you question things. Not the God.
All right. First of all, Judaism, it's just a bunch of people fighting. Like all the time, arguing about everything about God and all the stuff and questioning and right. I mean, that's like that is the thing. Yeah. And then the priest class. What is he talking about? What priests? Like the priests of the Hebrew Bible? Or is he talking about Catholic priests or
the Inquisition?
Like, I mean, then there's Jesuits and they question everything. Anyway, I'm just like, what you're just like making shit up and saying it's real.
Yeah,
he's also just repeating things people have heard. I mean, this is a lot of
platitude.
Yeah, jerking the audience off, like.
Yeah, Guard, like it's literally in the name. Like that is
we who wrestle with God. Yes. Question God. Yeah.
God. I mean, of all the just
and
fucking
who can't stop wrestling with their neighbors.
That too. But yeah. But that's separate from Judaism though. That's its own thing. We just want to make that clear. So
Oh no, yes. Sorry.
Of the Bible. Jesus says in Matthew 7, ask. It will be given to you. Seek. You'll find. Knock. It will be open to you. God even invites.
Okay, that's not what Jesus was talking about, though. This verse was not Jesus saying, test me on things. He's just more again, this is more what Jesus is actually talking about here is really more the Crossroads approach to questions. Like, yes, bring me your questions. I will give you the answer. It's
Also,
not,
weird.
feel free to question or test me. Yeah, sorry.
Weird he quoted Job earlier because, like, what's
Mhm.
the conclusion of Job is how fucking dare you question God?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah, that literally is. Yeah.
And
Jesus,
if you believe,
God,
I know they believe that Old Testament God is Jesus, just being angry about shit for old timey sake. So like they think that was Jesus mouthing off to Job too. So like this is all not biblical. All this stuff.
Right.
Helen's here.
Speaking of not biblical, Helen.
Hey, Helen.
Good to see you. But yeah, it's just so yeah. So
Press
the
play button while Matt's drinking. And
yeah. So, but I was just going to say
Hey,
the Crossroads.
It's always my fault.
I know, I'm kidding. But you
Yeah,
know when he's going to press the play button because he goes, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, anyway, sorry.
Yeah, this is just more of Crossroads just not using scripture very well to make their points.
Yep. Again.
He invites his people to test him again and again. You'll see this phrase come up in Psalm 34:8. He says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Like a taste.
Again, right there, it's
Like a taste test.
totally defeating his purpose. It's totally defeating his point or his purpose, whatever there. It's like, it's not just taste and see and let me know what you think. It's like taste and see that it's good. So again, we're giving you the conclusion. When you come to us with the question, we will just give you the conclusion we want, not just whatever you think it is. It's like taste and see that it's good, right? Because it's good, right?
Right.
Like,
It bothers me when pastors do the taste and see, but they do it in the like forceful, breathy tone. It weirds me out. When he's like, taste and see. It's like, stop being creepy, man. No one says it like that. No one brings you food and goes, taste and see. Like,
it's good, right?
It's
good. You want to eat it.
Put it to the work. See what happens. Run it like it's science and see if you don't find a God who transcends your understanding.
It's like, so wait a minute. So is God beyond science, or are we supposed to use science?
I'm supposed to understand, but I mean, it's like transcends your understanding. So then, like, you don't understand it, right? Like,
so it should be taste and see how the Lord still makes no fucking sense because he's beyond. That's how that verse should be.
But isn't it amazing though? It doesn't make sense in the best way.
Oh, delicious ignorance. Yes.
Now, I know one of the objections can be, well, if this is true, how come more top-level scientists aren't Christians? And there again, I'd say, well, that's kind of a surface-level question. Let's go underneath that and say, is that true? Is it true that most top-level...
Yeah.
See, but I don't know if that necessarily makes that a surface-level question. I mean, I think that is a good other question to ask, but I think we already have answered that question. It's like, yeah, most of the top-level sciences, not by measures that Kyle is about to use, but by other more comprehensive measures. Like, but even if you're saying like, why are so many? You're not even putting a number on it. You're just saying that there are a decent amount, no matter if it's like majority or not. But just the fact that there are as many as there are of like top level scientists who are atheists, like that is a good question. Like, why? But Kyle's like, you shouldn't be asking that. Here, let's ask a question that makes my side look better.
What is this?
What scientists aren't Christians. Well, one measure would be the top level scientists. They win an award. It's called the Nobel Prize. And if you go back through and look at the last 100 years of Nobel Prize winners, you'll see that the majority of them are Christians.
I wish that was a certain. Well, I guess you could say with as many like backflips and like logical gymnastics that he's trying to do, that is kind of circus level in a way. So this is true. But yeah, so all right, so here's where he goes, like Nobel Prize winners, which this is such a narrow group of scientists. Plus he's saying just all in the past 100 years, but what I would love to see, because I actually don't know this, but what would be the breakdown of this like by year? Like, because my guess would be that most of the Christians who won it were like the older ones back when, just by nature of like cultures and stuff, most Christians dominated like any fields.
Right.
So,
I mean, it was the
you get what I'm
culture,
saying.
right? Yeah, it's the culture. Yeah. It's the culture. But let me just say something.
Okay.
I know he's going like straight to the Nobel Prize winners, right? But I mean, like the question that he asked, it's Googleable. It is Googleable, just like many other things that he does. There's many Pew studies. There's Pew studies and Templeton Foundation studies, right? That actually survey scientists and their faith. And Leo has I think a truth here.
Ooh,
as
I love
well.
a good truth.
Yeah, among scientists generally, religiosity is fairly high, but when you survey the National Academies of Science, it drops significantly. So high-level scientists reject.
No, but if we're just talking about Nobel Prize winners, Leo, like that's the metric that fits his narrative. So that's the only one he's going to mention.
Yeah.
So
also,
honestly, how dare you?
The Nobel Committee is not unbiased. They do tend to heavily favor like Western and
yeah,
they kind of favor colonialism and the products of it.
True.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
In fact, a small minority are atheist and agnostic. Most have some faith in a higher power of some kind. It's fascinating. And also,
okay, one more thing. I have a question. How the heck do you read this stupid graph?
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to see it and be amazed.
You're supposed to be, trust me, bro. Like there's no information on this graph.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, give me some numbers. This is supposed to be a science-y, we're all big brain smart people here. Like, give me some fucking numbers. But yeah, but also,
it's blue. You can't even see it. Okay, so the blue part, it's a pie graph without the pie. It's a ring graph. I've never seen anything like this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but also, but if Christianity is the only religion that's compatible with science, like explain this part of the ring.
Yeah.
How are there even like atheists and Buddhists and Muslims and Shintos and Jews that are still good enough at science to like be? But
also,
but I guess
isn't
smaller
it
equals non-existent. I guess so.
A lot of the money in the world today is in formerly Christian or currently Christian countries. So, and that's where the research is going to happen, and the people who are already there are going to have more ties with universities. So it's also kind of self-selecting for Christians.
Well, no, I mean, there's a lot of research in China.
Right, but that's fairly recent, though. Like in the last 100 years.
Okay. I mean, they come here to get the PhDs and go back and do research in China. But,
not for long, according to...
Whatever. Let's push play.
It would be surprising. See, people of faith, science is our turf because it's the study of the unimaginable work of our unimaginable God. It's our.
Yeah, see, he's not going to talk about the other measures that like Leo was talking about, the National Academy of Sciences, or like Neil deGrasse Tyson actually does a good breakdown of like at the different levels of like how like religiosity just keeps going down. So I think like at the very top level, I think it's like religious people is like maybe like 10%. I don't remember the exact number, but it's pretty small. But but also this part, like now where Kyle is sort of like claiming science for Christianity, was honestly getting like a little creepy and uncomfortable. But so let's get through this together. Hold me.
And it's time to stop rejecting it and leaving it on the side. It's ours. I think the biggest.
Yeah,
science is ours.
Like, applause line for the audience. Some chud goes.
Reason why faith people toss science into this box, stuff that's not real, stuff that doesn't exist.
Wait.
And the biggest reason why science people toss.
Yeah, I guess creationists do. So sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, there are. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
I got you.
God into the same exact box, things that don't exist, has to do with the very beginning of the story, the beginnings of the universe as described by modern science, and the beginnings as described by the Bible. They say they're incompatible. And so today, let's ask the deeper question. Is that...
I got to go get something. I forgot something. So here's Saul.
Okay. All right.
Why is he not?
There he goes.
There
Oh,
he's licking his feet. I'll be right back.
oh, little Sully.
I mean, you guys can play it if you want.
Oh, all right.
This beer is really good, by the way. It's very, very nice and juicy.
Ooh.
It's not even a labeled as a juicy IPA.
But speaking of which, like, Matt, do you feel like ranting on something for a minute while Marin's away?
I don't know.
What?
Sure, I'll think of something.
Hi.
All right. Well, now I'll be right back. So.
Oh, okay. Hey.
So, what's your least favorite thing about Kyle?
My least favorite thing about Kyle is how I just feel like he's lying a lot. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like some of this is, especially like when he was describing himself and saying, like I was trying to put God in a box. That still, it doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me. But then with the science that he's getting into, it's like, it's just a little bit infuriating.
Yeah, his whole vibe is like the regional manager. Like the regional manager gives a sermon.
I was never here is telling me to burp while Tommy is gone.
Well, he usually still has his earbuds.
His earbuds in, yeah.
Yeah, I can still hear you. Which, by the way, Matt, fantastic question from Aaron. That was really good. That's a great conversation. I think that's a great conversation starter for anyone here.
What do you like the least about this person?
Yeah, in fact, chat, let us know. What is your least favorite thing about Kyle? I would love to read your comments.
Just tell me, every time you come back and flick the camera back on, like for a little bit, your computer does not know what to do with the white balance, and so you're just kind of like glowing like the sun.
Yeah, you're until you.
I need to get that like angelic chorus like sound effect in the background every time I come back. All right, but so I'm moving on to my second actual beer. This is my last of the Blood of the Unicorn. What is it? Hoppy red ale. And it's a tall boy. So hopefully this will get me through the rest of tonight. So
speaking of mythical farm animals, if we can get like a shop going at some point, and in honor of like, we should do things in honor of like chat regulars. Like the only idea I have so far that I had earlier was a goat candle, since someone always comes in whose name I can't remember right now because I'm
Guard.
ADHD. Yeah, the lighting of the goat.
Yes,
that would be fun.
I don't remember where that actually came from though. I wish I did.
Probably a metal reference.
Yeah, I guess.
Or Satanism.
Oh, so right. So people are letting us know there are things they like the least about Kyle. Like, all right, the shirt. Good choice.
He does. Okay, he has a Forrest Gump haircut, does he not? Like that is a military fade that's going on.
Now, this is a great description, Helen. Like that he looks like his mom dressed him what she thinks what a hipster looks like. Yes, this is definitely mom's version of a hipster. Absolutely. All right, there's the lighting more goats. Thank you, Guard. So
even more.
Even more goats. All right. The more, the better. All right. All right, let's keep going.
True, are they really incompatible? And to get an answer, we're going to look at the beginning through the lens of Scripture and through science. First, the Scripture part. If you pick up a Bible and you read through the modern English translation...
Yeah, spoiler alert, he's going to suck at both.
He just said it. He just said it. A modern English translation. Go.
Ooh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Genesis 1 and 2, that's the account of the beginning. It seems pretty cut and dried that God made the earth in 6 working days, rested on the 7th, and that those days were literally 24 hours, and that happened not very long ago, maybe 6,000 years, which is very...
Yeah, just how cringy is in general. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking his whole overall vibe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Titan's a big boy. Good for you. Good for you.
Very different than modern science that says the universe is 13.8 billion years old. Here's an example of that language from the very end of the action. This is the last verse of Genesis chapter 1 and the first verse of Genesis chapter 2. It says, God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in their vast array. Again, cut and dried. Heaven and earth are completed in 6 days. Case closed. Put it in the box, things I understand. But a deeper look at the word translated day might make you hesitate. See, day is actually the English or the Hebrew word yom, which many times does mean 24 literal hours. Absolutely means.
Also, warning, Kip, if you're still in the chat, you may get an aneurysm. But
I already talked to him about this, so he's prepared ahead of time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes, you phoned a friend.
I phoned a friend. Yes.
Yes.
That, but not always. Sometimes in the Bible, that same word yom is translated year. 4 times in the Bible, that same word is translated as always.
All right.
And so what you can know is that it means somewhere between.
No.
Just no. All right. Interesting.
Incorrect.
No. Okay. Yeah. So, here I will quote, if okay. Because I was
while you're doing that, YouTube is like frozen up again, so I'm gonna.
I don't think he ever drinks his coffee or water or whatever that is.
We're at 18 minutes, so
I don't trust anybody whose mouth is moist enough to give a whole sermon without taking a sip of water. That's a little weird.
I asked Dr. Kill. I asked him, is the Hebrew word for day ever translated as year or always? No, that's silly.
Yeah, is he
fantastic?
What kind of weird? Wait, no. How did he come across? Like, how did he get to this? Is he looking at some kind of like weird concordance or something? But like, even like a good concordance, it shouldn't be in there that it's ever translated differently if it's not.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Like, I'm willing, like, as much as this may give people like Kip a stroke, I'm willing to give him benefit of the doubt. Okay, sometimes it can mean always. But listen, because the way he uses that in his line of thinking, it still doesn't work. But let's let Kyle dig this hole with his awesome pecs.
Sometimes in the Bible, that same word yom is translated year. 4 times in the Bible, that same word is translated as always. And so what you can know is that it means somewhere between 24 hours and so much time that we might as well just call it always.
Wait, so he says, so what he said was it could be translated as a literal like day, or it can be translated as always. So his conclusion from that, did you catch this? So we know it could be anywhere in between there. Like, no, Kyle, like, when the fuck is it ever translated as anywhere in between? Like, he just gave 2 examples. He's like, because it's only used in these specific ways, we know it can mean anything in between those 2 different ways. Like,
and how many people?
That is not what any of that means, Kyle. Even if that is what it meant, that's not what it means.
It's not what I mean. It's like, why have a word if it can just mean anything, right?
Right.
I mean, it just and again, it's not true. What he's saying is just not true. And he doesn't, although this is the other thing that Kip said about this, because I was explaining what he was saying. And he's like, in Genesis 1, the days are unambiguously, by their very description, ordinary 24-hour days.
Right. Because what's also part of the description, like not part of the description that Kyle like keyed in on, it said there was evening and there was morning.
Exactly.
So
the first day.
Exactly. So when you're describing an immense amount of time, do you just say, let's just say for the duration of the 20th century, there was evening and there was morning, the 20th century. Like, no, it's like
a billion years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, noise ending. Yes, I thought Yom meant sea.
The way
And
he's
I was like,
pronouncing
I
it.
guess I'm wrong. They'll leave it to me. That's my fault for
Is it
believing
Yom?
Kyle on a
See,
thing.
I didn't say. I didn't spell it out. Is it Yom, not Yom? Is it YOM?
Yeah, Yom I think is
alliteration.
a word for the sea, and also sometimes is used to mean chaos or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because the seas be chaotic.
That's the.
I've been muting so many burps tonight.
So I love you, Tommy.
Well, and also for some reason, I'm actually burping a lot more than I normally do. So I don't know. Maybe like you're having
here.
this like
It's because I'm here, I guess.
Yeah. it's like one of those things. Like the more you tell yourself not to do something, the more like you want to do it. So
yeah,
yes.
Yom. Okay.
Right.
Yom.
Yes. Yeah. Budding Hebraist noise ending.
Yeah. He doesn't know Hebrew. That's the whole point. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's what the word actually means. Now, we don't know for sure. And so the best way to figure out each individual case, what it might be pointing to, are the
Sorry, you might have to rewind it. I was trying to think of the word tehom. Yeah.
Right.
That is Tiamat and the chaos. That's the chaos word. Sorry.
Didn't he just negate everything he had said?
Yeah, you have to go back. I'm sorry, I was talking.
No, because he said, but we really don't know what it means. It's like, well, why were you talking about it then?
Yeah, let's see if I back up.
For sure. And so the best way to figure out each individual case, what it might be pointing to, are the context clues.
You mean like how there was evening and morning, Kyle? That context?
And whose context? Like looking at it from current times, like projecting back into it, or because it's not. Yeah,
because here's the thing. In order to make the point that he's trying to make is that you don't need to read this as a literal 7 days, but he's doing it the completely wrong way, because the way you really want to do that is to recognize that this is just a story. Like it's mythology.
It can be a metaphor, you know?
So in the story, it is an actual 6 days. Mm-hmm. But that's not.
Yeah.
But that's like.
Okay.
Right, exactly. It's like in just like take any stories. I guess the first one that comes to mind as far as like allegories is like C.S. Lewis. Is like, yes, in the story, Aslan is a lion.
Right.
But he's representing something else. So he's basically supposed to be representing Jesus. So we're not supposed to figure out, well, how is Jesus actually a lion? Like, that's not what we're supposed to. You're supposed, in the story, Aslan is a lion, but recognize he's not writing a story about an actual literal lion. And you don't have to figure out different ways to translate lion to also mean Jesus. Like,
it is strange how he kind of shits on the young earth creationists, but then that approach where he's taking with the 6 days.
Yeah.
The approach is still like the information. It's not a story. Like it's still an information passage.
Yeah. And then he's just trying to like make the word mean what we would need it to mean so that it can still,
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. They're progressive fundamentalists. So like they got to shoot themselves in their theological dick over and over again.
Symbolism. Yes. Anyway. But yeah, so like I said, he can make this point in a much better way. He does not have to just be wrong about so many things. But anywho.
Better context clue is the one that's as close to where you're trying to figure it out as possible. And so we just...
And like even morning, but I'll shut up about that now.
Just read Genesis 1:31 and 2:1. Let's go 3 verses later into Genesis 2, verse 4. Very close context.
Oh, you mean in the other completely separate creation story? Great job, Kyle.
It says, these are the generations, plural, of the heavens and the earth when they were created. In the day, singular, that the Lord God made the heavens and the earth. That's confusing because what we just read, God didn't...
Only if you're a dumbass, Kyle.
It's not confusing. And in Hebrew, it is used that way. I don't know Hebrew, but I know somebody who does. And he said that, yes, it like in the day of, right, it's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay to,
Yeah.
right, because that makes sense. But it's not always.
Yeah, because that's like, so again, like say like because yes, people will use the phrase day. Like I'll say like, well, back in my day, like they aren't
Mhm.
talking about a specific 24-hour day. They're talking about a larger period of time.
Right.
But but if I were to say like, oh, back in my day, like there,
You mean
like I had a,
always?
like, yes, no, but it gets even better. Back in my day, like I had a job where I worked from sun up to sundown. They're like, oh, so you worked for
A
a
day.
decade? It's like, no, I'm still talking about a day. like, oh, so when Tommy says like back in his day, he worked for a full day from sun up to sundown, he could be talking about any period of time in between like a 24-hour day and like a generation or whatever. It could be
Yeah.
anywhere in between.
Yeah, I mean, it could be
Like-
anything. Like is his job was just one day long,
Yeah. Mhm.
and he never worked again. It's an awesome job.
Yep.
Sun up to sundown, one day, super
One
hard.
day, yeah.
Yep. Well, it's not just you now, because I'm hearing this. Martin Short.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm hearing that as well.
Yeah. No, he does do that.
What'd you say?
That character is fantastic.
Awesome
The Jiminy Glick character.
Yes. Thank you.
Martin Short needs to win so many more awards than he has.
Yeah.
Like, he's a fantastic actor. It's just that he's a
Amazing.
character actor, and for some reason that gets frowned
Yeah.
upon.
Mm,
He literally becomes a different person
He
when he's
does.
doing characters.
he's amazing.
Yeah, and also speaking of which, like speaking of Martin Short, someone described. I saw they described Joel Osteen as Martin Short pretending to be Tim Allen.
Absolutely. Also, I
Like,
need to see Martin Short doing an impression of Joel Osteen.
yes.
Tim Allen, I don't need to see him doing much of anything.
Yeah, this is true. Yep, back in Crazy Kids. Yeah, but also based on what I learned from where the 6'7" thing actually originally came from, thanks to Maya Atkinson. So anytime, so I have two high schoolers. So anytime they try to do the 6'7" thing with me, I just go dead body, and it's fun.
I need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Say he made it in a day.
No, I did tell Ari where that came from, and I was like, so when like white culture got a hold of it and just made it this thing that doesn't it doesn't mean anything, it's because they didn't understand why black culture was doing that, and they just assumed it didn't mean anything, and so
yeah. There's a billboard.
It's collective ignorance of like a whole subculture.
Yeah, like there's a billboard around here somewhere in Cincinnati. I think it's for like an insurance company or something, and like part of the ad is like you can save like 6 to 7%, but they had like this like old white dude who's supposed to be posing, but he's literally just standing there like it's like he has no idea what he's doing, but like they're at like ad department just like, just stand there with your hands out like this. He's like this. Am I doing it? It's the dumbest looking thing. Yeah,
it could have been kind of funny, and it's just not.
Yeah, it's no.
Hey,
Also, that was a great pause face for Kyle I just had there. I mean, this one's all right too, but go back to the one I just had. I'm sorry I didn't notice it before. My bad.
that he made it in 6. And this is the generations, which means like age after age after age after age, all in a day. And so we can look at this one and we can say day probably doesn't mean 24 hours here, just 3 verses after the one that we just read. In fact, you can go back.
So again, we ignore the context. Literally in the same verse that says there was evening and morning. But if we go to the next chapter, then that tells us what they meant here. Like
it's not necessary. It's just not necessary.
Yeah.
Why are we even in these weeds?
Yeah. Like, because Kyle's trying to show us how smart he is.
Oh, it's not working.
But yeah, well, yeah, if you're actually paying attention, it's not working. But like, I'm sure for most of the people actually there that morning, this is just fucking blowing their mind.
Oh my gosh, they have memorized that fact about how many times it wasn't a literal day, which is fake. And
yeah, and I say that as a person who used to be there. So, yeah, but yeah. Bargain bin Doogie Howser. Like we have Doogie Howser at home. Like, hey Seth, what's up, buddy?
Hey Seth.
Yeah, but yeah. Also, speaking of hours ago now, Lil, like we talk about like some things in the works, possibly with her, also with Seth, because I guess Seth and Lil come as like a package deal now. So, but yeah, stay tuned. There are talks of things, in that we said, hey, we should do a thing. It hasn't gone beyond that. So, but eventually, anyway.
As early as the 4th century, this is not new thinking. This is old thinking. As far back as the 4th century, early church fathers like Augustine said, this might mean something different.
Which I love how he says old thinking, talking about something that's, from the Hebrew Bible, like millennia ago. They say but my way of thinking about this ancient text is actually old too. Like from the 4th century, it's like so far after, like, does he understand how much time was between when that was written and Augustine? Like he's trying to say, but Augustine's old, therefore, like, his version of this, like, counts as being as old. It's like, no, they're millennia apart, probably.
I gotta pause. Saul needs to go out because
okay.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. You can
That's okay.
Kick me out or something. I'll be back. I'm sure you have something. I'm sure Matt has something very interesting to talk about. Yeah. I'll be right back.
Say, do you want us to keep going with the video or rant on something else?
And man, these passive aggressive digs are getting violent.
Yeah. Are we supposed to continue with the video, or?
I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't.
Yeah, because I have another little anecdote I could give.
Well, dote it up.
All right. Buckle your doters or whatever.
Get ready to anecdote.
So if y'all remember my story a while ago, speaking of NanoCon that's coming up, and I told the story about how I was kind of going back and forth on whether or not I should buy the ticket. But then shortly before I bought it, I received this like random check in the mail from like a medical expense that I had back in the fall. That I remember at the time saying, like, I feel like I shouldn't have to be paying for this. I think insurance should be covering this, but whatever. I paid the bill. Well, I got a reimbursement check just a few weeks ago for an amount that covered. It was almost like the perfect amount to buy my NanoCon ticket and a good case of beer. So I bought both. And I was playing it up as this whole thing, like, it's speaking of seeing you. Hey, yeah, I will see you this weekend. Like, and good night to all the sexy people everywhere. Thank you, Helen. Yes, I will be there, but
I might be on Saturday.
Yeah, TBD. But I even though that wasn't actually the reason I bought the ticket, I had decided to buy it anyway for other reasons. But I just thought it was cool that I got this check in the mail. So I was playing it up in this with the whole like, say if this had happened back in my Christian days, but if I was maybe going to like a Christian conference or convention or something, if I had received a similar check, everyone would totally be like, oh, this is such a God thing. It's like, well, what do you have to say about this now? Like literally the same type of situation, but now it's for a secular event. So like, what does this still mean something? But then just recently, I think just last week, actually, I kind of had an exact opposite thing where I received a medical bill for something that I thought was already taken care of for about twice the amount of that. So I'm like, so really, I want all the people like on either side, but anyone who still believes in things like signs and synchronicities and like, oh, this means something, like, how the fuck am I supposed to interpret this? Because honestly, if there is like a God and the Jesus dude or whatever, like, trying to like give me signs and stuff. So I would take this as a sign like from Jesus trying to like discourage me or like try to keep me from going. But, my attitude towards that is, as my shirt says, not today, Jesus. I'm going anyway. Suck it.
So I just realized I've got a little money thing too.
Ooh, fun.
So I was installing wallpaper in this powder room today in Pleasant Ridge, which is like real close. And the painters that did work in there were supposed to prime it with wallpaper primer, and then I was just supposed to come in and put wallpaper up. But they used regular primer, and you can't do that. It causes problems. I won't go into it. But I then had to charge for the work to actually prime it correctly. And so I've got $195 that I wasn't expecting to have. So that could be useful.
See, you're clearly meant to go as well. That's whatever, like the Dark Lord or the Void or whatever it is that is orchestrating this clearly wants you to go. So there you go. Well, all right. And Marin appears to... Oh, you're not. Okay, you were muted, but I don't think you are anymore.
No, I was opening my cupcake and it was going...
Ah, gotcha. Well,
noisy.
Thank you.
Confectionery.
Right.
And I got my Corona because I like it better than the Beck's now, I've decided.
Nice.
That does make sense. I was never a fan of Beck's in general.
Little bitter.
Yeah. All right, back to this guy.
Second point, if you look deeper at Scripture, that's you got to consider, is that God and time are very different than you and me in time. 2 Peter 3:8 says, "Do not forget this one thing, dear friends. With the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day." Again, context is important. So the context for this, 3 verse 8, rewind 3 verses earlier, 3 verse 5 in 2 Peter, and he's talking about Genesis and the beginning of creation. And as he's talking about it, he goes, hey, just don't forget, a day is like 1,000 years, 1,000 years like a day. It's just different. See, what it means is it's kind of hard.
Like a goat to the flame, yes. So is to the nanocon.
Yeah, I'm really going to try to swing it. Yeah. So it wouldn't make sense for God to write Genesis in a way that he would only understand. Like, if he's using day in a way that, like, he understands it, but this is supposedly for not him, why would he use his understanding of the word? He's a poor communicator is what I'm saying.
Right? No, but this is just another one of those examples of like, well, there's a possibility that it could mean this, or all we have to do is just introduce just the tiniest bit of mystery, or like it could be either, and all of a sudden that just like opens it up to literally just whatever the fuck we want. It's like, okay, good job. It can mean anything. Congratulations. Like, that doesn't help anything.
To argue that Genesis is attempting to be a thorough scientific textbook. It's literally God explaining astrophysics to a 6th century BC sheep herder who couldn't conceive of 100 miles, much less 1 billion years.
Also, like, I don't know if that's true that they couldn't conceive of 100 miles. I mean, I don't know, but that seems...
What's... this feels like an ism. This feels like a racism or a
timeism
or something.
Something. Yeah, it's something. Chat, let us know what kind of ism this is, because it's clearly something. But
I mean, because people of the past were kind of as intelligent as we are. It wasn't long enough ago that their brains were smaller and shit.
Right.
They just didn't have accumulated knowledge that we have today.
Yeah. It's just a matter of time, really. But something else I want to touch on real briefly, because this is one of the directions I was kind of hoping this would go, but Kyle didn't take it. It's like he just really wants to specifically piss me off, and I'm taking that.
Well, he's working hard. He's underwater. Cut him some slack.
no. But this whole talking about how like the Bible isn't supposed to be like a scientific textbook description, like because this is one of the things that like a lot of Christians will use. Again, he doesn't actually go here, but I'm going to go here because fuck it. When people try to use like different like discoveries and advancements in science to say, oh, the science as we know it now, and so therefore how we understand the world now kind of shows that this way that the Bible describes things is kind of not true. Maybe it's like, oh, well, the Bible's not supposed to be a scientific textbook or anything. I'm like, well, no, but at least, and again, at least according to the way a lot of Christians interpret it, it's still making claims about reality. And if you're making claims about reality, you are now entering the realms where science has something to say about it. So I could just be like telling a story of like what I did yesterday and be like, and just say something that I did that is actually like scientifically impossible for me to have done. And if someone like tries to call me out on it, it's like, well, I'm just telling a story. I'm not trying to write a science textbook. Like that doesn't matter. Science still shows that what I said is bullshit, whether I was trying to make it scientific or not. So I just fucking hate that excuse.
But then
why do you hate God, Tommy?
But
well, let me tell you.
I'm not muted still. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Sorry.
But no, I'm teasing. But he's trying to make this science textbook though. Like he's trying to like adjust everything so that it can work, that it, so it will fit into some.
Yeah, because that's what he gets into later. It's like, oh, but the Bible does actually match science, actually. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So this may be something like so we're about halfway through now. So the question is, since we're already planning on the possibility of this being a two-parter, I guess like. Do we want to try to stop at a certain point or literally just see how far we go tonight?
We just started the sciencey stuff though. I kind of want
let's see how far we go.
Yeah, like I said, I'm definitely fine with going.
Okay,
I just wanted to gauge how you guys are doing. So, okay.
I'm good. I just got my third beer, so I'm good.
Oh, all right. That's right. Yeah, and I'm on my
third. Wait, real fast.
They
missed a really funny opportunity to have like a Nemo swim across the back.
Right.
That would have been good. That would have been good. Damn it, Crossroads.
What it is. And I realize that could be unsatisfactory to you. And so I'm going to give you a mental picture that one of my professors at Georgia Tech gave me. I took a class on Earth and atmospheric science, and a lot of it used these ages for the Earth of millions of years and billions of years. And at the very first class, he said, I know a lot of you grew up in conservative Christian households, and you believe the Earth is 6,000 years old. And so this whole class could be very frustrating for you. And so I'm going to give you
Also, I just love because, like, of course, a professor in Georgia needs to say this.
Right.
that part just makes me laugh. But
a picture to help. He said, close your eyes, which I want you all to do right now. Everybody close your eyes. And I want you to imagine Adam 60 seconds after God made him. Put some pants on him. He's supposed to be naked, so that's not getting inappropriate. Put some pants on him.
Well, then why did God make him inappropriate then, Kyle?
Right. And how come, why is it always that naked people are pornography? Well, what is that? Like nakedness is sinful.
Why did he even need to say that? Like draw attention to.
It's one of those things like, drawing attention, like, like trying to hide
the frog mating story. Yeah. It's like what?
Right.
What's wrong with your brain? Sorry.
Well, you see, he went to humble brag you. So,
also,
I believe it was humble brag tech, but Matt's wrong. They have the anglerfish instead in the background, so they can further perpetuate Christian abuse through fear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. TBH. But
oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. But I will point out that his shirt fits weird when he stands like this.
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
Yeah. It's like these weird here. Pec flare point things.
You're right here.
It's like his pecs have gills. I guess maybe it's to fit the underwater theme. That could be it. But yeah, this is something I was going to mention. Like give a plug to our good friend Nitty. Like, speaking of like, nudity, like you don't have to make it sexual. Like, people are curious. Like, I think it was a few nights ago. I want to say it was like maybe Sunday night or something. Like, I joined Nitty on his stream, and for a brief moment, we were both topless. It was good times.
How did I miss this?
I know, right? It was for a reason. I don't remember what the reason was, but don't worry, it was brief. But you did see nipple. We'll warn you that. So
Imagine Adam 60 seconds after God created him. How old does he appear? Somebody shout it out to me. How old does he look? 30, 37. I've heard as young as like 18, maybe 20, somewhere in there. Okay. Now, how old is Adam actually 60 seconds after he's been created? 60 seconds. Okay. And my professor said that could be the earth. It could be that God's made it to appear old, but it's in fact very, very young. If you believe in God, you have to admit he could do whatever he wanted. He could have created all of us 1 second ago and all of our memories are fake. I don't know.
That's just that professor trying to keep his job. That's
right. So I love that this is what Kyle is going to. He is going to a professor at a university in the deep South, trying to not make his conservative Christian students just have a complete aneurysm about just hearing just the numbers, billions of years or whatever.
He's
and
trying to sell
them
hope.
Yeah, so it's basically, this thing that like these like Southern professors need to use to like placate their like super fundamentalist, wacky conservative students so they don't riot. Like, I'll just use that as a good example. Like,
it just start the OnlyFans.
I mean, if there's a,
I mean, I was just gonna say you probably need to leave a little bit more to the imagination. I mean, you're like revealing a lot of your body these days.
Yeah, I mean, we got feet and nipple. Like, what else is left?
Don't
answer that.
Well, like I still have not revealed like the tumor photos. I could maybe save those, but
does that count as gore? Like, will YouTube get upset?
Probably. But anywho, or maybe what my creator used to look like. That was fun. Anywho, where were we? Yes.
I don't know. Kyle keeps thrusting his hands at the audience to make a point.
You need enthusiastic, consistent consent, Kyle. Keep those hands.
Why would God make the world Earth look old? Why?
To test our faith.
Why? Just to lie to us?
It's
so Kyle can get up here and lie to us?
Yeah, so again, this like what Kyle said, well, God can do whatever he wants. It's like, okay, yeah, but that still doesn't mean he should. I mean, like to quote Jeff Goldblum or whoever he was Jeff Goldbluming as in Jurassic Park. It's like you didn't stop thinking if you should. But I mean, and this is also the excuse for when we talk about like all like the violence and like the genociding and stuff that God does or commands in the Old Testament. And what's the William Lane Craig excuse? Like, well, he's God. I mean, he gives them life. He's free to take it away. But okay, but if he's loving, that's part of the point of being loving is you don't do everything you are technically allowed to do to people. Like, again, to use like my kids as an example.
God's love is beyond our understanding, though. So,
which again, but
you
why
shouldn't try to understand it, but I should still give you an explanation for it, even though you can't understand it.
Yeah. So why make the universe look older than it actually is? Like, just because he did it with Adam doesn't mean he had to do it with everything.
And again, like it's trying to make a symbolic story real, like. It's
like you don't need to be doing this, Kyle. You don't have to.
Stop it.
But look, he's so happy when he does it.
Which makes it even worse.
It gets worse.
Yes, it does.
It gets worse.
He can do whatever he wants to. And so a lot of times people will ask me, Kyle, where do you land on this issue? What do you think? And I'll happily tell you, I don't know. That's what I think, because I wasn't there.
Oh, jeez. Were you there?
What a fucking conservative
Were
answer.
you there when Jesus
Jesus
rose from the dead? You don't know, so you don't know.
But you claim to be sure that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
wait, Kyle, why even teach anything in the fucking Bible? You weren't there. Also, if God's not understandable, what are you even doing, Kyle?
Yeah, because here's the thing, like, Christians, at least like the more like fundamentalist type, will only say they don't know when it comes to questions of science that disagree with the Bible. Because like if it says like if science tells them that like Jupiter exists and its atmosphere looks like this, they're like, yeah, sure, that's Jupiter. That's what its atmosphere is. They don't, if someone asks them like, is this planet called Jupiter? They're like, I don't know. Like it's only with questions like this. Because if they actually are consistent in like following the science and believing what scientists tell us, like the science says this is how old the universe is. So no, we're not going to say we know for certain and we've absolutely proven it. Like no, but just for whatever it means to say like we know something when it's something that we're just taught like by experts and people that we trust. Like okay, I know that's true. If it weren't for the fact that you feel like you need to like at least like kind of like throw a bone to like people who believe in a like literal like young earth creationist like 6,000-year-old universe, whatever, if it wasn't for that, then you'd be like, yeah, I know the universe is 14 whatever point whatever billion years old. Maybe. Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, but because this is a controversial thing with like the Bible stories and his audience, he has to say, look, I don't know. Like, you don't say this
Look
about
how
anything
humble
else,
he is.
You don't know.
Yeah. So
he's even standing kind of humble.
Kinda. No, I think that's just him being short. That's I say as another short person myself, but
it's actually an opinion that the Bible seems to say is a good one to take. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, he has put eternity into man's heart, yet so that he cannot find out what God has done from the beginning to the end." Literally.
But again, like,
then why do you keep trying to explain it?
Right. Which again, like it's like bad enough that like to explain the context of a certain verse, like it's bad enough when he skips the context that actually is in the verse, speaking of the evening and morning. It's like he has to go to the next chapter, but like how much worse is it? Like I'm going to just go to a completely different fucking book. Like
a different religion according to some.
Yeah. Right? But I'm not even sure if this verse is even saying what he's trying to make it say, but also,
know.
Yeah, but let's just say this is still like kind of in keeping with the theme, like about like why we can't understand God. Because here's the thing, like when a lot of us non-believers like approach this, it's yes, this is true. Which I will say, Ecclesiastes as like a former Christian has like become one of my favorite books because of how like fucking nihilistic it is. It's actually kind of awesome until he gets to the end and he kind of ruins it. It's like, oh, but just still like serve God and keep his commandments anyway. It's like, you ruined it. But
yeah, it's like the old timey Pascal's wager.
Yeah, right. But
might as fucking well.
Yeah, but all right. So those of us who
Nothing like matters anyway.
Right. But it's like when those of us who are like no longer believers and like looking at Christianity and like from the outside and say things like how it's a problem that God is so mysterious and doesn't make so much sense to us and like we just can't understand. We're like, but their response, like Kyle is doing here, but the Bible says that's how he's supposed to be. And we're like, yeah, we know. That's the fucking problem, Kyle.
Yeah. I've got like Joel reads Bible in my head. His ways are higher.
Oh, no.
Go to Spotify. Look up Joel reads Bible. It's awesome.
Oh, yes. Yes. But But yeah, I like,
Yeah.
because again, like I said, most of the time I would try to give like some of the benefit of the doubt. Like, hey, of course he's using scripture to prove his points because he's talking to a church, like a Christian audience. But again, they say very explicitly, part of our intended audience with a lot of this is non-believers. So like, okay, Kyle, just quoting the Bible at us doesn't fucking work. You got to have something else. And just saying another smart scientist is also a Christian, that's not enough.
That's what the worship bookends are for. It's the emotional priming and then the solidification. I don't know, the spiritual constipation at the end,
or the congealing, perhaps.
Oh, the congealing that could work.
We have so many good words. We use the best words.
All the best words.
I mean, congealing does sound like fat cooling, and that
kind of that's what it is. But and also we attract the best people, like a Claude Simeon. But yeah, speaking of Ecclesiastes, just assume that it's a later editor who couldn't a later editor who couldn't deal with the original nihilism of the book. That's possible. And honestly, like I don't know the scholarship on Ecclesiastes if it could potentially be multiple authors, but I mean that would make sense.
And it could be somebody who had deconstructed and was dealing with nihilism, and then they wanted to get the message out, and they're like, "Well, as long as I put this bullshit at the end, like this will spread a lot further."
Yeah, and honestly, like with this, like assuming it's just like a different author, like if Kip doesn't refute this in the next 10 seconds, I'm just going to assume that that's. Yes, and Bragwin, good to see you as well.
He might have fallen asleep, though, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a good chance he drank so much so fast he fell asleep fast.
Yeah, I mean, he did just move. So, I mean,
yeah.
Moving's no fucking joke. I should know. I have moved.
I miss when I could get pizza drunk. You know, where you like eat a bunch of pizza and drink a bunch of beer. That's like
too old for that, right?
Yeah, I can do that every now and then, but. Yeah, but
Daria makes me see inner demons, so can't have it.
But those are the best words. At least that's what I thought. But yeah, but real quick, just because my mind's there, it's like, how many times have I moved in my adult life? So since graduating college, we'll start with my first house from being married. 1.
The haberdashery.
3, 4.
Victor Street haberdashery, and then the bad fancy. Who's your brother?
No. I'm talking like since like leaving college, and like being like.
Oh.
I can't even count.
Right, so there was my first house on Bosley, then moved to Walnut Hills and Columbus. That was a whole thing, and then back to Norwood, then other Norwood, 4 houses down. Then Walnut Hills, other East Walnut Hills. So I am now in my 8th house in less than 20 years. So,
and then he got divorced. Well, soon to be, and it's probably going to be in this one house for a while.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be here. Yeah,
I can't even count. I can't even count. I'm just not even.
It was less than 8 for me, but
it's way more for me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now, like my kids, like because they grew up just thinking that's normal. So now, like they're in school talking with kids, like they're in high school, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we've just been in the same house my entire life." They're like, "What?"
Well, I didn't. Thankfully, I didn't move. I didn't move Meg that much. Well, whatever.
Yeah, so it's kind of.
I moved her a lot when she was really little, and she didn't know. But
yeah,
well, it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of have the feeling that they haven't actually said this, but I kind of have the feeling my kids probably like look at me and their mom. And they're like, "Wait, are we weird?"
Wait, they already know, dude.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Doesn't have a kitchen, so
we won't go into that.
No, we won't. That's as far as I was going with that.
Yep. Anyway,
was that already too far?
You're not going to be able to understand it. See,
not too far enough.
Huh. I have a refrigerator in my closet. I kind of have an extra kitchen.
See, that's just fun though.
Yeah.
You've got
Am
an
I-
eat-in closet.
I mean, my mom put it in there when she was in this room. So
Ah,
I'm like, cool. That's where I had my beer.
cool.
Nice.
I see what you
Cool.
did there.
Cool.
Even if you didn't mean to, I see what you did there. So I'm going to click on Kyle's forehead
Go ahead.
because that feels right.
Boop.
I think God is more interested in blowing your mind than fitting into your tiny box. I think he's more interested in you having a
Which is, again, just more speak for this is why it's okay
Stop
that
it
it doesn't
already.
make sense to.
Also, more interested in blowing instead of fitting in their box.
Oh my gosh, Matt.
It was the emphasis on the words that was throwing me off. He's more
No,
interested
I
in
was-
So
blowing blah, blah,
repressed.
blah, instead of fitting in your box.
He's so repressed, this guy.
Right.
Isn't he,
Okay,
though?
so
Yeah,
also now that like I made a point of like clicking on his forehead, so now I want the chat. So every time I play it again, chat, tell me like where to click on Kyle next. I just want to see where. All right, chat. Next time I hit play, where should I click on Kyle? Let me know.
You got to boop his nose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's our first vote. All right, but keep the votes coming in, and we'll use
Also,
those.
not
for
to be violent,
subsequent-
but I kind of want to punch him like right in his perfectly flooped collar in the front. Look
Ah,
at the symmetry there.
just punch him in the collar. I could see that. All right, but okay. So
It doesn't even need to hurt.
Yeah.
It just needs to be weird for him and he's uncomfortable.
all right. So here's all right. So now we're at the boop.
sense of awe and wonder about who he is and what's possible for him than being understandable. Now, at Crossroads, by the way, you're free to take any position you want to and be an amazing part of our church on this issue. We said that we
Get off.
major.
Because look, your money's still good here. I mean, you're welcome here.
You see what he's doing here? I just realized what he's doing here is like if you don't understand it, if you don't, it's not that it's wrong. It's not that it doesn't make any sense. It's not that it's contradictory. It's your fault for trying to put God in a box. It's blaming the victim again.
Mm-hmm. Yes, like
They
so
do
there's
that
and
all the time. It's really gross.
So, but there's also this because even though this is not where you were going with it, Marin, this is where like my brain at first thought where you might be going with it. So it made my brain go there. It's like they're so okay with mystery to the point that actually understanding what the text is actually saying isn't important to them anymore. Because what we were saying with like how he was translating day earlier, it's like if you actually cared like what that story is actually trying to say, like you can look into it and it can start to make more sense to you. But no, he's like, no, it's okay if it's all mysterious. If you don't understand it, don't worry about it. Just listen to what we tell you it means, and it's cool. You don't.
If you're confused, don't worry. That means it's working.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, especially like, oh my gosh, the year and the day and the whatever. Okay, you
Right.
get what I'm saying. It's like,
All right. So yes. But as far as like where to hit it, like Miranda makes it pecs obviously.
pecs, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't get to them
Purple
here.
nurple. Well,
Purple.
okay. I think I can get it to it right here. I think that's a peck. There we go.
On the majors, we minor on the minors. The majors are things like, in the beginning, God created. God made it, absolutely. Jesus is God. Jesus died for your sins on the cross. He rose again, the only way to heaven, the only way to the Father, the only way to salvation.
Well, also, Kyle, were you there for any of those things that you're claiming are essentials? Because with how old the universe is, it's like, I don't know, I wasn't there, so it doesn't matter. The resurrection, were you there for that? Apparently that fucking matters,
right.
and you claim to know that. No, and I know we said that before, but also like this whole like major on the major and minor on the minor thing, this is a whole other thing I could get into. Like it just blows my mind the kinds of things that Christians are okay with not knowing. Like, cause now like me, like as a lifelong Christian, like I was a Christian for like 35 years or something like that. Then deconverted and I'm now an atheist. So I've asked on multiple occasions, like Christians, does this mean I'm going to hell now? And like just the number of Christians who seem okay telling me, well, we don't know, we really can't say. Like, isn't that the entire fucking point of evangelism? Is to be able to tell somebody, here's what it takes to go to heaven. It's like, and here's how you know you're not going to hell. Like, oh, but we don't know. Like, that should fucking terrify you that you can't tell someone whether or not they're going to hell. Because then how do you know you're going to heaven or hell?
Right.
Jesus went for 3 days and he was fine. So like, it's probably
but
great,
was it
right?
really 3 days? Or was
No,
it always?
Is he still there? Is it 3
yes, Jesus.
always?
Jesus was dead for 3 always.
Always.
For 3
Just like Jonah was
eternities.
Jonah was in the belly of the whale for 3 always or ages or whatever.
It was really like 3 billion years, but because it always means billions.
Jonah came out as zombie.
But really, it could mean anywhere in between there. So Jonah could have been in there for like just like 1
however
year.
long.
Yeah, because it could be anywhere in between those 2 extremes.
Mm-hmm.
So God,
It's a mystery.
Stupid.
He's still there.
He's still there.
Wait, hold on. All right, minor on the minors as a philosophy of your church will normally get you. Well,
again with the innuendo.
there was a guy who was he was he in charge?
Obscene
of
colors.
I
the
gotta have
high
another
school-
cupcake. This is
Yeah.
Was he in charge of the high school ministry, or was he just one of the volunteers? I think he might have been one of the leadership people.
Yeah, he was definitely pretty high up. You talk about the guy who got in trouble recently. Yeah.
Yeah, was he taking pictures of women at the gym or filming them or something? And then Crossroads was like, "Your ass is fired," because fire him before anybody starts to ask how many girls did he film.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. Also,
I thought that was a burp.
Yeah.
No,
So did
it's
I,
just a voice.
Because I like just muted my like burp, so I thought
like,
that's
No, it was.
no. Matt's just doing his impression of one of those frogs that was having sex earlier. So
Yeah, why did they AI image frogs doing it? That's just weird.
I know.
yeah, that was that.
They were
that
happy
was
frogs, though, weren't they?
I mean, there's real images of frogs doing it. Like, why did you need to AI it?
Okay, no, this was at a nearby gym, just to be clear. But honestly, now that you mention it, it surprises me that they don't.
They did. They are currently
vision.
building an addition onto the offices, which kind of surprised me because it's back like having been in the offices, humble brag. It's kind of back next to the loading dock. So whatever they're doing, they need more oversight, and they're hiring people or expanding the offices because it's in that part of the church building. And in this video later, they do mention that they opened a Dayton campus, which with a lot of seats. So they're still in this decline of Christianity. They're still expanding. Although their Oakley church where he is not seating as many people as of late.
Yeah. Well, I think they actually mentioned that earlier in the part I skipped at the very beginning. They already covered like the Dayton stuff. But yes, they did mention it, but I just skipped it because it
was sad. It was like a carbon copy of the Oakley one.
Yeah. But all right, so I guess my question is like, so he still hasn't quite gotten into. He's about to get into the sciencey part. So
I want to do this guy. Can we do this guy? Okay.
Yes.
Like
I said, I could go like. So I guess maybe like I'll get input from the two of you, like when we should like cut this off and say, okay, we'll save the rest of it for next.
What is that? That looks like.
I don't. I'm like.
What's that?
Wonder. People are like, you're not autistic. I'm like, I'm sitting here going like this.
When he talked, he was like.
It's like, oh, you don't believe me? Allow me to perform an autism for you. Yes.
It just happens.
Salvation is through him. Those are the majors. The minors are things like exactly how old is the earth? I think there's a reasonable stance to take to be true to Scripture to say it's very young, or it could be Very, very old. We major on the majors.
But they're both reasonable.
It's like, no, like when we actually make scientific discoveries, and again, not to say that science absolutely proves things, but for the extent to which we can actually know things, science, at least for now, says we know that the Earth is definitely more than 6,000 years old. Like we can at least tell that much.
We know this.
Right. So when you say, "Oh, but I believe it's only 6,000," like, well, you can do it either way. It doesn't matter. But here's the thing: when you believe a thing that very clearly and demonstrably does not match with reality, like we have a word for that. It's called wrong. So it's like, oh, you can believe either way. Like, well, yeah, if you want to be wrong, sure, you can believe that it's only 6,000 years old. Fine. It's like, but
if it's not hurting anybody, I guess.
But here's the thing: it very well could be. If not yourself, because if you think things like, I don't know, truth matters. Like if you don't think that's like a harmful thing to not agree with, and sure.
Well, whose truth? Your truth or my truth? Can we agree it's messed up that conservatives are now talking about their truth? Like, Tommy, I remember like when we were in Tea Party land back in the day, like the whole your truth, my truth thing was heinous. We were not into that. There was one truth. And now we've got like leaders of conservative or like religious movements, the conservative religious movements, talking about like their truth and rejecting the other truth. They crashed ass long into postmodernism and didn't realize it.
Yeah, several decades late, because of course.
How woke of them to do it. Yeah.
Kicking and screaming.
Fuck.
We minor on the majors. What we do know is that it's not an accident. God made it. In the beginning, God created the heavens.
We also know it wasn't 6,000 fucking years ago, Kyle. Fine, keep going.
Wait.
Now, what you might not realize is
sorry, I didn't click on his pecs.
When
mind.
There we go.
But wait, this is what I went to get the other. This is the Tanakh, the new JPS.
Which I don't know if it matters, but it appears your video is mirrored. But
is it?
Yeah.
How can you tell? Oh, because of the text. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't think it is for the people. Is it for the people?
It's weird. Sometimes
for some reason,
even though you've told it.
For some reason, Restream mirrors it by default. I don't know why. It's a thing you have to actually go in and change. But
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's rookie bullshit.
All right. Well, I will. I'll fix it. Okay. So yeah, it is. It's backwards. Okay.
Oh, here I can fix it from my end if you want.
Can you fix me?
Yep. There you go.
There we go. The Tanakh.
I didn't know I could do that before.
Hey.
The Tanakh is the first 5 books. Is that right? Or am I wrong?
Yes. I mean, no.
The Torah is the first 5.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So this translation, he could write when he was. That's what I was like saying that about English translation, because in the beginning is not actually what it says. It says when God began to create heaven and earth.
That's kind of critical. Why would they translate it to in the beginning? What the hell?
Yeah. Because they thought there was a beginning. I mean, because and it's like the earth being unformed and void, with darkness over the surface of the deep, as a wind from God sweeping over the water. There was water, it was, there was the deep. It was, that is the Tehom that we were talking about.
It's not ex nihilo, it's ex water.
It's ex water. Yeah.
Which also, speaking of like the deep and water.
Tanakh. Okay. G word knows Tanakh is the whole Hebrew Bible. It's the Pentateuch is the first 5. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Because penta literally means 5. So, and Tuk.
So what is Torah then?
The law, maybe? I actually don't know. I should probably start.
Are you gonna?
saying things? So,
That makes sense.
Is everybody weirding out now that I'm flipped?
I'm fine with it.
We gotta get back. It's okay. All right.
The deep what?
Kitty, what?
See, when we're talking about like deep in waters, I'm just thinking of Dark Souls.
Okay,
but
let's get to the physicist because he was.
I'm thinking Pirates of
Oh, yes.
Darkwater, which I need to find on YouTube and watch.
Wait, no, the Torah is the Pentateuch. Okay, I don't remember stuff. Oh, it's the Torah. No.
Oh, okay, Torah is also
the Torah is the
books,
Pentateuch.
okay. Right? Because that
The
is the law.
Pentateuch sounds
That
a
is-
little Greekish.
Oh, and it's not the Torah is okay because this is the Torah, the Nevi'im, and the Ketuim, which makes sense, right?
Torah. Yeah, I knew Torah meant law, but it's like yes, yeah, the first 5 books of the law. But then there's like the prophets and the poetries and all that.
My bad. Oh, it's been a
Anywho.
minute.
Yeah,
I'm not a Bible scholar. Y'all know
right.
that.
But it's all right. Like Kyle's about to get all a big brain.
Okay,
smarty
now he's
pants
going to
on.
put on his science man tie.
He's got his costume
Right.
tie.
Because you had one of these because you were a high school science teacher.
That's
right.
right.
Mary?
That's
Yep.
right. I wore the
Mhm.
tie.
Modern sciences with
Oh,
that.
sorry, I didn't click on his pecs. My bad. There we go.
So it's time to go science nerd a little bit here on you. I apologize for what's about to happen for some of you. It's going to be really, you'll make it. You'll make it. Just drink your coffee. You're going to be just fine. You're fine. So what?
And it's about to be lame. He flexed like he was about to like urinate on the audience, and that's not what's going to happen. Didn't he though? That was creepy though. He's like, here I come.
One for the money. I don't know.
What does science say about the beginning? Because many assume mistakenly that science has drawn up a beginning that does not include God and in fact has completely empirically ruled him out. I would say not so fast. And so would...
Do people actually say that though? About the science that is definitively ruled God out?
No, just so far.
And did he say the begin? He also said the beginning too, didn't he? Go back. I'm trying to understand that.
Let's
I was
see
like,
if it lets me. All right.
Oh,
It's 5 seconds. I'm going to try one more. It usually lets me do 2. Damn it.
Yeah,
All right.
Tommy has that Western Hills Cincinnati YouTube.
Well, no, it's not actually. My internet here is actually good. It's just my laptop is just not amazing.
I know. I'm just poking fun.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, poking fun at the west side of Cincinnati, fair.
No, it is weird for not a very big city, like compared to other cities. It is odd how infrequently the two sides of Cincinnati interact. Like I grew up.
It literally is
all the
like
way
2
up through
different
college.
cities. Yeah.
And I never went to the west side. Like I didn't know it existed until late high school.
hang fushe.
because-
I understand that he puts the tie on inside his collar. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh no.
distracted
Yeah.
by- It's
Yep.
these little things that just take me out.
That's a little. That's a little something,
Yeah.
It looks a little Chippendale, doesn't it?
isn't it? That's what I'm thinking.
Thank you, Marin, for putting that image in my head. God damn
I
it.
was like, that's kind of strippery, right?
I mean,
That was a tag team.
No,
effort.
it takes a lot for me to like give one of our guests the boot unless you're Kim. But I'll say, getting close, young lady.
Especially with that, like, I'm about to drop some knowledge on you.
But yeah, but going back to like the Cincinnati thing real quick, like, I will say, like, yeah, because if I didn't already just live on the west side, like, yeah, I would never come over here. But and not because the west side is bad, but just because the way they've built, like, and designed all the roads in Cincinnati, like, none of the roads conveniently go through here. Like, it takes like me a half hour to get like everywhere.
Even the roads over there don't conveniently go through there.
Right? It's why I love to tell everyone. Like, so this is only going to be
famously,
funny.
like each neighborhood developed over there kind of independently, and then they're like, well, I guess we got to fucking connect our roads, and
Yeah,
but they didn't do it in a way that made sense.
Yeah, and I know this is only going to be funny to any of the like fellow Cincinnatians, which I know I think at this point is maybe none of you, but I'm going to say it anyway. But I love to ask people like, what's your least favorite road to drive on the west side, and why is it Glenway?
That's exactly right.
Yep. Yep, that's the only major road anywhere near me, and it fucking sucks. Anyway.
Has drawn up a beginning that does not include God and in fact has completely empirically ruled him out. I would say not so fast, and so would many others. Here's one of them, Dr. Gerald Schroeder, a leading physicist from MIT.
Ooh.
And one of the questions that I'm asked as a scientist is, how can a scientist really believe that there's something what we refer to usually as God? You know, is this metaphysical whatever acting in the...
Okay, I'm just going to real quick point out something that's bothering the shit out of me. Is like, you see like how many like how many acoustic panels are here, and his voice is still just like echoey as fuck. I'm like,
because they didn't
what are
finish
we doing?
them up.
It's like, find another room, damn it. Anyway.
The world or producing the world. And the irony is, the question's really a non-starter. Science has in fact discovered God, and you can talk to the hardline atheists and they will say,
but I thought God was beyond science. So I'm so confused.
How is this lapel mic picking
it looks
up
like
echo?
Science has...
What's that?
How is this lapel mic picking up echo?
I think it's echoing in the church.
Oh no, I think this might, yeah, that could be, but honestly, like lapel mics, it like basically
I
like
thought they were
like,
isolating.
not necessarily. Basically, there is no one type of lapel mic. It could be more omnidirectional. It could be more cardioid. It could be bidirect. Like it varies, but honestly, like lapel mics compared to most mics, actually like kind of have a wider like pickup range just because of like how usually like a little farther away from the source, because like with a handheld mic you can put it like right up here so it can be more directional, but with lapel they kind of have to be a little more picking up things around them, because who knows how like where they're going to clip it on, if they're going to clip it facing the right direction.
You could be talking at the wall with no acoustic panels also.
This is also true.
You need to go back 5 seconds so you can get the whole thing here.
Yes. All right.
And you can talk to the hardline atheists and they will say, it looks like science has indeed discovered God.
Right.
And how would that be? Well,
look at the hardline atheists, and they have decided. They have said, "Oh, yeah, okay." And you will see.
But if you say that we discovered God, you're no longer an atheist, much less a hardline atheist.
What is this guy even talking about? Yeah, push play. You'll see.
Yeah, what's his expertise anyway? Like,
all right.
I think this guy's I'll look it up real quick.
Is he even qualified to be talking about this topic?
Well, yeah, apparently, yeah, I don't remember specifically what his credentials are, actually, but he is like an actual like credentialed scientist. Like,
what's his first name? It was something Schroeder, right? I looked it up and then I forgot.
Yeah.
Bag of dicks.
Gerald.
Schroeder.
Bag of dicks. Gerald Schroeder. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, Gerald. I think it's Greek for bag of dicks. Is that? Yeah. Something.
Physicist.
Anyway,
they're saying physicist. Okay, go ahead.
But what? Okay, well, so he gets a boop on the nose.
if you take the trouble of going to the web and there type in WMAP, the initials for a satellite, it's a diagram that shows the development of the universe from the creation over time. It's a timeline. Every word on that diagram comes from the NASA site. It is the condensed knowledge of the scientific community of how the universe created and how it got to where we are today. Each of the lines, the vertical lines, is another billion years. Okay.
Also, his use of the word created here is bothering me. It's like, oh yeah, scientists say this is how the universe was created. Like,
no, as far back as we can measure.
Yeah.
The creation happened before we can measure.
The extreme left side of the diagram, and you end up at the far end with the oval. The oval is to indicate expansion in all directions, of course, because it's a timeline. We can't show that on a single piece of paper. We see here, most amazingly, that on the extreme left edge, it shows a beginning to the universe. Now go back less than 50 years.
It's in the picture, so it's obviously the beginning of the whole. I mean,
yeah,
we don't know it's the beginning.
Yeah,
that's how you know, because it's because it shows it in the picture. It's
because there's nothing before it in this particular drawing, so therefore
it's just as far back as we can measure and or reason.
Yeah. So the this is ridiculous. This is So the study of it was a conference of black hole scientists that were surveyed about, and basically is the Big Bang the beginning, or is it just the start of the expansion? And 68% were like, it shouldn't be considered the beginning. It should just be the description of the expansion of the universe. So so hardline atheists are not going, hey, I look at this picture and go, oh well, of course it's the beginning. It's really now. I have some
and also God.
Because you see like how like all these hardline atheists who made this diagram. You see like how we like at this beginning part here. You see where we put God.
He even says it though in a little bit, like is it like
oh yeah he'll get to that when it talks about like the quantum fluctuations and stuff. Yeah, he'll get to that. But
you know what's crazy
to
me is that we have no idea how long the singularity was stable at the beginning of
and it's not necessarily for a lot of people discussed as a singularity anymore. That's not necessarily how it's described. Just FYI. But we have no idea that. But that's the point, Matt. We don't have any idea how long.
Yeah, because I don't like the term singularity either. So I'm glad they changed it. They confused me with another singularity.
Yeah. Because basically, so this is why we brought Marin in, because like my completely like surface level, just like guy who's interested in shit, like level of knowledge of this stuff is my understanding is the Big Bang like shouldn't necessarily be considered like the beginning of the universe itself, but more just the beginning of our version of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd even heard it described as like almost like, especially if you consider time just being an emergent property, like it's almost like time itself kind of started at the Big Bang. So saying before the Big Bang doesn't even really right. So it's like it's literally like we don't know, and it seems like as far as we know, we can't know what happened before the Big Bang. It's like to the level of like if I like write something on a piece of paper and don't show it to anyone and then like immediately toss it in the fire, like it is impossible for anyone to know what I wrote on that piece of paper because that information is just gone.
Right.
So same with whatever it means to be before the Big Bang, that information is just gone and completely inaccessible to us.
Right.
You know what's crazy though? Like technically, that information became disinformation.
Yes, I was about to mention that. Yes.
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah, Skydive Phil Halper, and how do you say his name? Niayesh.
It's Niayesh.
Niayesh. Okay, Niayesh F40. Yeah. Anyway, this is like my recommendation, right? And Naheng.
Well, here I will embiggen you real quick.
Oh yeah, embiggen me.
Yes. Yeah. There it is.
There I am.
Yeah, I think actually if you go on our YouTube page, like we have a list of like some of our favorite YouTube channels like that we watch, and I think Skydive Phil is in there because like the sci-fi show is one of my favorite YouTube shows.
Yeah,
fucking love it.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen it.
Phil Halper, yeah,
it's Phil Halper. He talks most of the time. He's talking with like basically like philosophers of science and religion, Alex Malpass and Dan Linford.
Yeah,
great show.
Yeah, it's a great.
Highly recommend.
Yeah,
it's called the Sci-Fi Show.
Yeah, but sci-fi with a PH, like science philosophy.
Oh, okay.
But the name of the channel is just like Skydive Phil. It's for Phil.
Well, the channel is It's still Phil Halp. I think it is still. It's Phil Halper 1.
Okay. Like, just go to our YouTube page, look in like channel.
Okay.
We have like a group
Find
of
it. Yeah.
channels we like, I guess. But well, I guess at this point, this is a channel that Tommy likes. Matt probably likes, but hasn't watched it yet. But,
No, I love it. I just haven't seen it yet.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you definitely would.
Yeah. Yeah. So
but,
as far as like, yeah, exactly. G word. I always say
yeah.
G word. You say guard. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, it's like it's the beginning of our universe, our time. But it doesn't. We don't know what the universe was like before that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I mean, I don't really understand why he's saying this is. I mean, we could watch a little bit more of this, and then we can find a way to wrap up so that we can come back to this and like Yes,
on the Sci-Fi Show, on multiple occasions, they completely wrecked William Lane Craig and like the.
He's asking for it.
All this. Yeah, but yeah, so
he's always outside.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
All right, now all right. So should we boop the Big Bang for this play? All right, well,
boop. Left page. It shows a beginning to the universe. Now go back less than 50 years. If I were teaching that at Tech, a person could lose tenure saying that there was a creation of the universe. It sounds like it's Bible. Because less than 50 years ago, the overwhelming scientific opinion was the universe is eternal. There was never a beginning. The Bible is wrong from the very first sentence.
Yeah, because again, because I know there are scientists who agree that the Big Bang was a thing, also theorize that the universe is eternal.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It could be cyclical.
Yeah, that's it. Listen, okay. I mean, a very long time ago. This is what's this is really a very long time ago in a university far, far away. I think it was my first year in physics. I clearly remember the conversation of the bouncing universe, right? Like everything would like stretch out to the point where it would collapse again and then start a whole new thing over again, right? That versus the one expansion that would just keep going. And that is still the case today. Decades later. I'm not going to say how many decades, but decades later.
Like he said.
What?
Even 50 years, like he said.
Yeah, but you see, like the smart dude here said that nuh-uh.
Naboo was under an attack.
But I did see Alex Malpass versus William Lane Craig. That was an interesting debate. Now, also, to be honest, most of that was like so far over my head. I had a hard time really gauging who was like winning or not. But I do love Alex. He's awesome. Bye.
I don't know what this is a reference to.
But it is true. It's a thing that totally happened.
Oh, for real.
Oh, and I did see also this debate. Phil Halper of like Skydive Phil fame had a really good debate with Stephen Meyer on that was on Unbelievable, I think.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't Unbelievable. It's whatever
with the moderator.
No, who's the guy that used to do Unbelievable? What's his name?
That guy who just took the side
Catholic
of the
priest?
Christian.
No, he's not a Catholic priest.
Are you talking about Justin something?
Yeah, Justin Brierley. Like he has a different show now, I guess. And so it was on that show that like Phil debated Stephen Meyer on stuff. That was fun to watch.
Whenever the Christian was losing, Justin would always jump in and it'd be 2-on-1.
Yeah.
He was impartial until the Christian was losing.
Yeah, and he still does it on this new show.
Cool.
Not as badly, but yeah, it's okay. I thought this was a reference to the Weird Al song, that is a fantastic song, by the way.
Weird Al is awesome.
I've heard that.
Yeah. It's to the tune of American Pie, but it's about Star Wars Episode 1. It's fucking amazing.
Shouldn't be a song about Episode 1. It was not good enough.
But Weird Al made it good, and it was It's like, yes, this is true.
Wait.
Yeah. It's just not good all around.
No, they're all about the aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I can hook you with the aesthetics, they know the rest of it doesn't need to be good.
I mean, and we still haven't described why he thinks that there's a beginning to the universe.
Oh yes, yeah.
There's like, but I don't think he ever does. But go ahead.
Well,
then we discovered suddenly Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson, the Bell Labs in New Jersey, the northeast of the US, discovered the echo of the Big Bang, the energy left over, which George Gamow 60 years ago predicted that if there had been a universe created hot and small, it would have exploded, and the energy would get more and more dilute. And Penzias and Wilson, these Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson, discover this energy that had been predicted overnight. The Bible got it right. There was a beginning to the universe.
Okay, so a couple of things, and we can actually even like stop here because there's more that we could do, and we could actually maybe even next time we can play some of this. But there was Sir Sick. Do you know Sir Sick?
yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Love Sir.
Okay.
He's also in our list of channels.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Well, he's got a critique of this specific speech from this guy. So yeah, he's got that. And then also in the Big Bang series under the playlist, they only go to 6 myths about the Big Bang so far. So hopefully they'll add more. But anyway, on Phil Halper's channel, they talk about the discovery of the background radiation, which I think is really fascinating.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it doesn't prove a beginning. It just confirms the Big Bang.
It just confirms, yeah, exactly. It confirms the expansion, right, exactly, the Big Bang. So, but the people who won the Nobel Prize for it weren't really the first ones to actually, anyway.
Yeah, because like
the whole
that's
thing.
like because he was talking about like I'm pretty sure like the Big Bang was a thing like before the 70s.
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
there was a Catholic priest back in the day who came up with it, or a Catholic guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hoyle.
Yeah.
No, Hoyle was the one who named it. Anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was like a priest or a monk or something. But also, hello, Bryce.
How to do?
Yeah. Oh, and also, I think this happened, Matt. I think this was the week you were out, but Bryce let us know it is now she, her.
Oh, fantastic!
Yes.
Congratulations!
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I do have to pack for NanoCon, so maybe we could, what number? Where that?
Yeah. Do you just want to like finish this guy's little bit, and we'll like get to the rest of it?
Yeah. Is it on? Okay, I thought it was done. Okay, let's do.
Yeah, he goes on. Well, okay, it looks like he goes on for a few more minutes. And
yeah, I'm just thinking maybe we can maybe start here, and then we'll like people, we can review a little bit of what he says, and then add to it. What do you think?
So you're meaning like stop here for now, or
stop? We can stop here, and then we can come back to this guy. Right. This guy.
Yeah.
Next.
This fucking guy.
This guy. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well,
so this guy's whole deal is basically he just calls the Big Bang creation and then calls that confirmation because that's what he calls it.
Yeah, I mean yes. I mean, yeah. As far as I can tell, I mean.
Yep.
I mean, maybe he doesn't say why. It's just like, hey, look at the picture. It's
so funny when people do transparent things
slightly,
and they don't realize it. You can ask them questions while they're doing it, and they still don't see it. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's just
yay, Bryce.
Yeah. But if I have time, if I can, I'll maybe clip a little bit of the Sir Sick. And see if we can see just a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, but
yeah,
good.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Speaking of clips, I just had this like in my head for.
Oh, Saul, you can hear him. Okay, hold on.
You fucking people.
Yeah, that's just what I had in my head for a lot of it.
Thank you, G-Word. Yeah, Saul was digging a hole in his little bed, so that was the.
Our dog ate her bed. She didn't get a walk because of, I don't know, logistics. and then she just decided to rip apart her bed.
She had to get her energy out somehow, I guess.
Yeah. We didn't spend a lot on it. We saw that coming.
Smart.
They're like, what can we get for less than $20?
Oh man, that's too
because
bad.
we know the puppers will destroy it anyway.
Yeah, until she gets out of her puppy phase anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, so Baron, you survived for at least half of it.
That's good. We got. It's so much fun though, y'all. That I really enjoyed. Yeah.
Well, good.
It made it a lot more fun to watch it this time with you guys than by myself going, I'm a shipper.
Yeah, same when I was watching it earlier. So thank the both of you for that.
The first time I listened to it was after work, and I was sort of like napping / meditating. So, like, I was like really calmly irritated about it. Like something would come up, and I would just be like, "Oh, that's some bullshit." And like, I'm really comfortable though.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I was just working for the most time, so I was like, easily distracted. Back to what I was actually supposed to be doing.
I was pausing it like. That's like I said. I mean, I just kept like, that's not right. That's not true. This is Googleable.
Right? Yeah. Which, by the way, so speaking of which, I don't remember if I teased this earlier, like actually like on air, or if this is just something I was talking about with Matt before the stream started. But there's something in the next part, and this is like towards the end, where this was like the one
moments.
Yeah, this was the one thing in the whole message where I'm like, okay, I need to actually look this up. Because it seemed like he was like quote mining someone. It was like, I'm sure even if this person said what you're saying he said, I don't think he necessarily meant that. But it turned out to be so much worse than that.
It's so much worse. I looked it up too. The Coonan thing.
Did he say the opposite?
Was it about the thing from Harvard? Was it the thing from Harvard?
Harvard? Yeah.
What?
We're just like teasing everybody so they will come back and hear the rest of it because this is what I'm saying. Lies, lie, and that is Googleable. Like I just looked. I'm like, oh man, he said much misinformation.
Yeah, that's why I said that's my plan. Is like my plan is to actually literally Google this live for you guys to show like just how how easily provable of a lie this is.
Yeah.
It is so
I didn't even
bad.
use ChatGPT. I just used the Google AI, right? I mean, it's just like, anyway.
Well, no, I'm not sure. Now, we may or may not be talking about the same exact thing because I'm sure there are plenty of things we could each be talking about.
It's that big quote about is Eugene Koonin, I think.
What was it talking about the thing from Harvard though?
Yes, and closing it down and all that. Yeah. So absolutely not true.
Yeah. So for me, I didn't even need to use Google AI. I literally just did a Google search for the thing. Immediately disproved the thing that he said about it. So come back for that. It's fucking
come back
amazing.
For that because it is. It'll blow your mind.
We'll get around to it this time. I swear. Like, hey, one of these times.
Well, I mean,
did Crossroads bring a landmine? No, they brought something they thought was a landmine. that's more their brand.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I mean, and it's.
Is that what's worse than a quote mine? Gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
No. Yeah. It's like it goes even beyond. It's like beyond the quote. It's just the thing that Kyle just makes a claim like surrounding the quote that is just so
wrong.
Easily demonstrably false.
Yeah.
It is so fucking ridiculous. But which this honestly.
Turk.
But honestly, this was a level that I didn't even think Crossroads would stoop to be honest.
No, that is
this actually surprised me when I found this out. But
it's the dawn of a new age. This is Kyle's age. Brian's taking the back seat.
It's worse than a Trojan source. It's
just it's just completely wrong. Just completely. Anyway, we'll do it next week, right? We'll talk about that, and we'll also talk about how fun NanaCon was.
Yeah.
That will be. And I got to go pack. Hopefully still have laundry
as well. But yeah, I will say to anyone else who's planning on being at NanoCon, like I do accept hugs, but also being like autistic, introverted, and with generalized anxiety disorder, I'm terrible at initiating hugs, but I will always receive them. So
Okay.
just so you
Well,
know.
if you come to improv on Friday night, there is actually an activity about whether or not you might want to hug or not. So
Ooh.
I'll leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds a little dirty.
It's not.
Right. Well,
It's actually an improv about consent.
Uh-huh.
So, yep.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but like heads may explode. But
what?
Anyway, but yeah, I was saying I better see an explosion. Like something might explode. But
Matt,
there,
don't do it. Don't
do
say
what?
it. No, don't say it.
I was gonna say that was one last muted burp there for you.
Oh, yay! So, yeah. Thank you.
All right, but yeah. All right. Well, just as another reminder, Marin, in case people aren't familiar with you, where can people find you? And
I'm
what do you
at
do
Misinterpretations, ms.interpretations, no spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
and,
I believe
Tuesday evenings is when I usually have my live.
Yes.
I might not do it next week, but I'm not sure yet. Just I might take a week off because of NanoCon, and my friends from Germany will be here. And
so, cool.
So, yep,
nice.
They're coming to NanoCon, by the way.
Yeah, and I will say, like, if you like, I mean, go back and watch like any of the episodes. I could say on Marin's channel are great, but I think last night's was really cool. You had a JL
Warren, yeah, from Bridge the Divide.
Yeah, talking about like not just the history of horror movies, but also like how they kind of like intersected and reflected like cultural trends and like why they changed the way they did based on just the way the world was looking at time. It was super interesting stuff. And
it's fascinating. Yeah, he's a wealth of information about horror. And I don't have to watch the movies. I can just learn about them talking to him. Yeah, because I don't.
Yeah, that was really cool. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so thank you for after, like I said, I remember saying something to this effect in the comments last night. Like, so thank you after such a like high level, like sophisticated, like actually informative, like, you know, deep dive into things that are like culturally relevant and actually cool. Thanks for immediately turning around from that and joining us tonight to watch fucking Kyle.
Kyle. I learned a lot though too. I mean, after getting really angry and getting over that I actually did. Yeah, because I Googled stuff and I learned new things.
Right. Yeah, and we I
didn't learn it from Kyle. Is what I'm saying.
Right. And we're all here to commiserate and just suffer together.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's really good. Cool. So
yeah, well, thanks, and hey, and thanks in advance for joining us for more next week.
Yay! Of course, yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, it gets so much worse if you can believe that. But
yeah.
I don't remember all of it because I was not completely awake.
That's probably for the best, but
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll have fun, but it'll be fun. Yes. We'll go through it together.
Don't eat the bag of lettuce.
No.
Smoke it. Like this is you, right? Yeah. Yes. Let us not explode. Haha. Eat the lettuce.
Yeah, Cyclospora outbreak in 40 states now. Coming to a state near you.
I mean, that'll teach you to eat healthy food, right?
Right. Yep. That's why I've been eating the Twinkies.
I've been eating the cupcakes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Don't trust it when they say pre-washed. Just wash that shit again.
I know, Maya. We're shutting down now. We are because I do, and I still have to pack. But
yeah, me too.
Anyway, well, I did figure out where all the suitcases are going to go in the car, though, because I got to pick my friends up from the airport and have Saul too. So we're going to be snug, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That is terrible, Greg. By the way.
Oh. Dang.
Yeah, I can relate on some levels.
Hmm.
Some family members.
That's harsh. Yep.
But
So,
yes.
all right, but I'll be back next week. It'll be fun.
So tune in for that. Like I said, anyone, like if you're planning on being at NanoCon this weekend, look for Marin, look for me, and possibly Matt.
Yay.
I'm gonna really try.
That's good.
Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to work at the place I'll be working at on Friday. Also, it's a really long shot.
Doing the things for the people.
Yeah, if with the wallpaper, if they're able to move Friday to next week sometime, if I have a day off next week sometime, that would be perfect. But it's more likely Saturday is when I could be down. But I still need to talk it over with the wife. I brought it up, and because I didn't bring it up again, she usually thinks that means the idea has passed, even though it's not what happened.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, I hope you'll be able to come. That'll be fun.
Not that I need her permission or anything.
She needs to know.
But still, like when you have the
like, should be looking around, going, "Where's that?"
Yeah. It's best to talk about it. Yes. Instead of just like, I'm just not there.
Yeah.
She's like, where are you?
Yeah, because honestly, like one of the main reasons I'm able to go is like, no longer being married, which not saying I recommend not being married. I'm just saying sometimes it has its perks. And this just happens to be the weekend when the kids are with their mom. So like,
yay.
Yeah. So yeah, other than that, because like if the kids were with me that weekend, no way I could make it work. But it just worked out.
Yay. So. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, looking forward to that. And also looking forward to next week with Marin joining us to finish up this shit show of something. And I think that's, I think that's all I got. So, take us out, Matt.
May your things and stuff be forever with your people.